All right, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Hong Kong Cricket Club. And we're here today for the Hong Kong Premier League T20 match between Hong Kong Cricket Club and DLSW Little Taiwan Cricket Club. My name is Adam. Next to me is Dhruv.
Good afternoon, guys, and welcome. You're in for a nice afternoon of good cricket here at HKCC. And yeah, team lists are out. Let us read them for you.
For the home club, their captain Isaac Poole leads the team. Rory Kane's behind the stumps. Reading down the list alphabetically, we've got Tanvir Ahmed, Benjamin Zanol, Charlie Wallace, Ryan Buckley, Jata Subramanian, Rag Kapoor, Luke Jones, Ninad Shah, and Kinchit Shah.
And for the visitors, Diasqua, we've got Ehsan Khan, seasoned spinner, leading the team, along with Aftab Hussain, Ghazandar Mohammad, Harun Arshad, and behind the wickets, we've got Ibrahim Ishaq Mohammad, Khan Isra, Mohsin Khan, Monar Ahmed Mohammad, experienced coach and player for this team, Shahid Wasif, and Waqas Khan leading behind with Ehsan Khan.
So we're about 10 minutes away from the first ball. We've been delayed a bit from our 1:30 p.m. start with the spot of rain, but the square was covered, and now the covers are off. Umpires out in the middle. I think we should be set for a start in about 9 minutes.
For those of you just joining in on Facebook, welcome. We are about 9 minutes away from the start of the Premier League T20 game between HKCC and Little Taiwan. The start was delayed by 30 minutes due to rain. However, fortunately, we have lost no overs. The game will now end at 5:05 p.m. instead of the scheduled 4:35. Umpires and staff are out there just inspecting the pitch, making sure everything's okay before play gets underway. Ground staff doing a good job there. The shower came out of nowhere. Staff were quick to get the covers on. Beautiful turf pitch has been laid out, as you can see on the screen in front of you. Game has not yet started. We're not far away. Be sure to grab your snacks, grab your friends, tell everybody we're close to the start of play. The umpires are out on the field already. The HKCC boys are now making their way on the field, led by veteran Isaac Poole. Skipper calling correctly at the toss and electing to bowl first. HKCC will be led by Ehsan Khan. Live scores will be up on Cricinfo and Cricinfo shortly. We will link you to them in the comment sections of the website, of both the Facebook and YouTube streams. Opening batsman for Little Taiwan getting ready here. We'll let you know shortly once we've confirmed who will be coming out to face the first few deliveries. The top order is all padded up, all ready to go. All right, looks like the opening batsmen are making their way in. Looks like one of the openers might be Shahid Wasif. We'll just confirm with you in a moment. Welcome to all our viewers. The game is about to get started. We had a bit of a delay. We're starting 30 minutes ahead of the scheduled time, but no overs have been lost, thankfully. We're still getting a full T20 game in. Meanwhile, over at KCC, there's a Premier League game between KCC and USRC getting underway. The live stream for that will be available on YouTube as well. We will share out that link in due course. Let's be back now to our commentators to the start of the game.
The game is about to start. Umpire's probably giving everybody a bit of a final warning to begin with. The HKCC have taken to the field, and both side one now. Batsmen are taking their guards. So we've got a slip in place, a pretty regular field. Back around, there's a third man. Fine leg.
Okay, so Tanveer Ahmed looks all geared up, and we've got a sip in place with Keynes. And let's go. That's a big no ball. It's gone almost over the head of Izhar Ahmed. And that's not a good start you'd want from Hong Kong Cricket Club. It's a free hit, obviously. The batsman will look to strike it out.
That's a loosener. Gonna have to concentrate with this one. Have to put that one behind him and just focus on bowling the rest of the over through. Free hit to start with. Short ball, pulled away. That's gone for 6. That's Shad Wasif.
That's a great pull from Shahid Asif. It's the best start Saiwan club would have wanted, getting 7 runs of the first ball. And the ball has gone into the bushes because that strike was pretty hard hit.
Yeah, that's right into the short side here at the HKCC ground. For the right-handers at this end anyway, pulling it will be pulling it to the short side. So it's a good, nice short ball, pulled away for 6. Great start.
And words just come in that they might needing a new ball, so that's immense pressure on the new bowler Tanveer Ahmed, since the batsman has dispatched him all the way. And yeah, he'll be looking forward to bowling some good length deliveries and trying to get back into the game, because Diasco have had the immediate start to this game and HKCC under pressure.
For the second ball of the over here, Ahmed runs in, bowls. Fuller ball, pushed away. It's going to be collected there for a single. Run through here to put Ishra Ahmed on strike. Better ball here.
Yeah, Adam, I think that was a good run to take. He just punched it to mid-on and they quickly ran without thinking or hesitating. And that's good cricket from the batsman. That's a good ball. He's just defended it straight. The ball was good length coming up, and the batsman was wise enough to just play it out. He didn't go for anything risky. And Tanveer Ahmed so far has made a good comeback after being dispatched for that 6 with the last 2 deliveries of his over. Don't you think?
It's a good ball there. Well played in the end. Kept his eye on it. Good solid defense. So Tanveer Ahmed comes in here. Bowls. It's a full toss It's hit him on the pads, and there's a shout here, but umpire says that's not impressed with that one.
Yeah, there was a full toss there. The batsman ideally should have hit it out of the ground, but he's missed it. It seems that it's going down leg, and the umpire wasn't interested at all in the appeals from Hong Kong Cricket Club.
Oh, that's a good ball there. Played and missed. Nothing wrong with that ball at all. Very good recovery here. The fourth ball. 2 more balls to go here. After that 6, it's just been a single and 2 dots.
Yeah, that ball was a little more fuller from Tanveer. The batsman has just golf swinged and missed, and it's hit him on the pads. But no interest from HKCC for an appeal there. Ishrar Ahmed will be looking forward to getting off the mark now. He's played 3 balls, all not quite convincing for the viewers. Yeah, let's see what he does for this ball.
Shot. That's a very good shot there. Through the covers. Foolish delivery there. And he's just put his bat there. Nice easy push towards the covers. That's gone all the way to the boundary. That's still one more ball here. It's an over. It's the over. That's over. Have a look here. After that boundary, the Asqua Little Saiwan Cricket Club are 12 without loss. Isaac Poole to put himself at the other end. Right arm off spinner here.
Yeah, not being too convinced with the first over, the captains decided to take matters into his own hands. The veteran off spinner coming on. He's convinced himself and probably going to make a difference here for the hosts. He's gone around the wicket and he's been dispatched for 4 right away. The sweep shot from Shahid Wasif. Yeah, that's right over square leg, and that was an impressive shot to play.
Yeah, a bit short on the length there. Batsman picked it a little too. He's runs in Bo's Poole. It's a better length there. Plays this onto the leg side, just flicks it, goes through for a single. That's good running there. Also good batting. Better length here from Isaac Poole, the captain. That's another single here. So 5 off the over so far. Let's make sure the field's all right here. Outfielders, one's at the onside fence, another one here at long on. The rest of the fielders in the circle. He runs in Bowes. It's a good ball, that one. That's up in the air. Who wants it? Taking the catch. And Poole has a wicket. Hosts have their first wicket.
Shahid Wasif had looked good, but he's just gotten way too ahead of himself, trying to swing every ball he gets at him. and that's gone edged and gone to cover. Jata has taken the catch quite easy, to be honest. And yeah, that's not convincing from the batsman who had a good start, really. And Poole has made himself deliverable to the team. His unorthodox bowling style from going around the wicket has quite worked out for the hosts. And he's got himself a wicket in just the third ball he's bowled. So good going, Isaac Poole.
Discipline there. For a big swipe, didn't hit it very cleanly, went up in the air, is caught there. I think closer to point or cover point area was very good catch in the end, up in the air. Bit of a sitter. Who will be happy to get himself a wicket here and get rid of the dangerous Ishra Ahmed. Opener's gone. In comes. We're still looking for him.
In the meanwhile, I just want to say that the veteran spinner has proved himself all along, and surely this is a game of experience and it matters a lot. And he's shown what he's capable of, despite getting hit for the first ball for a boundary. He's kept his calm and he's got his wicket well deserved.
Well, not a good showing for Ishra Ahmed, who's making his debut here. We'll be looking to improve the next one out. In sweeps this one. It's full. Oh, that's gone past the fielder. That's gone for 4. And that's Waqas Khan's first ball. Nice, really full one. Sweeps that one away. Fine leg, no one there. Beats fine leg. Goes away to the boundary for 4.
And he's shown some good intent right away from the first ball, coming under pressure. He just swept away veteran spinner, and that's gone fast. Short fine leg for 4. Good shot.
There's a bit of an appeal there. Half appeal really at the end. It's inside edge first and then onto pad. So good ball there. No run scored.
A lower full toss and picked away right on by deep mid wicket to the fielder. Just a single. So that's a good over in terms for the hosts. They picked up an important wicket of the opener Ishrar. Okay, apologies. The wicket was of Shahid Wasif, and that was an important wicket to take. That opener has been scoring runs, and we saw the incoming 21-year-old Waqas Khan. He's been in form over the last 2 years, and he's
A little bit of a problem here. Apologies for the mix-up. Got multiple scorers scoring multiple places. We're all trying to follow different things, but at least there's still cricket going on here. So anyway, at the end of the second over, DLSW are 22 for 1.
Yeah, I'd like to apologize to Shahid Wasif for getting you out. I'm sorry, Shahid. Yeah, you're looking good. Just stay in there and try to get some runs for your team. So Tanveer Ahmed running in for his second over. Oh, that's a good length. Right, gone away straight to square leg, who's fumbled a bit. Although I think that would have been close had he got it a direct hit. But yeah, that happens. He's fumbled a bit, and that's an easy single for Lil Saiwan.
That was a good ball. Batsman a little cramped with that one. Only play with a square bat, turn it away to square leg. He's happy to take the run, his partner. So good running there. Takes a single.
Shahid Wasif on strike. Good ball, just caressed through backward point for a quick single. And that's some good cricket by the batsman.
Yes, that was a dot ball. Defending that one, collected back. So stay on strike. Good first 2. After that rather interesting first delivery of the day. Went almost over the batsman's head, that one. There he is running in here. Comes in, bowls. It's a good length of a ball. That thing has gone off the pads. So we'll see what the umpire signals there. The throw back, covered well. Leg by, says the umpire, yes. So they run through for a quick leg by.
Yeah, Tanvir has just targeted his legs there, and he swinged and he's missed and is just gone floating off to square leg, and they take a quick single off that. So yeah, lucky for the bats.
Still rather tidy. Just 2 runs off his first 3 balls here of Ahmed. Look to finish this one off strongly as well. He's running in here. Bowls. It's a good length as well. Oh, don't know what that's hit, but that's hit. It might have hit the thigh of the batsman there, and it's just gone right past the keeper. There's a man sweeping at the back, and he takes that one. I think it's just a single.
Yeah, that's quite fortunate for the batsman. It could have edged his bat or his glove, but it's hit his thigh and gone straight past Keynes. And third man has picked it up and quickly given it back, and that's just a single. And meanwhile, at Kowloon Cricket Club, KCC are 25 in 2 overs, while Nizakat Khan is on 19. He's on 19. That's impressive batting for him. He's just dispatched them straight away in the first 2 overs. So back to Hong Kong Cricket Club. Tanvir Ahmed has bowled a full length ball, and the batsman has just straight away hit it to deep mid wicket, and that's an easy single for them.
It's been full and straight here for Tanvir Ahmed. Sticking close to the basics here. Not trying to do anything interesting. The batsman make a mistake, he'll strike. That's a good mentality here for the opening bowler.
Yeah, I think he's made quite a comeback after his first over, giving off 12 runs. But that's a great ball. Full length, straight into the stomach. The batsman just has to parry it off down for straight defense. And that's the end of the over. Diasco Little Saiwan Club are 26 for 1 of 3 overs.
Yeah, so Isaac Poole's coming in for a second over of the spell. Really good start here for the visitors. 26 for 1 just after 3 overs here. Mainly to do with that first over, but they'll put that behind them. Home team. So Isaac Poole runs in, bowls around the wicket, off spin bowling, very full. Let's signal to wide. That's gone right past the leg stump here of the batsman. Tries to sweep it, misses it, gets a wide instead. Isaac Poole has gone. He's going over the wicket now. It's probably a better angle here for the right-hander. So he runs in here, in bowls, off spin, short ball, and that's. Oh, he's lucky not to get a run from that one. Tries to cut that one, but it's covered at point. So 2 dot balls. Oh, well, a wide end and a dot ball to start off here.
I just want to say Isaac Poole reminds me a lot of Ravi Ashwin and his style of captaincy. Just straight away taking charge of the game. He's looking confident here despite his a few loose balls. And that's a great ball. The batsman has gone for a forward defense, but he's missed it and it's gone to the keeper. He's lucky not to get an edge of that one. Great bowling by the skipper.
As Poole once again goes over the wicket. Goes in. That's a good length of a ball. Batsman's once again missed that one. Played a shot at it this time, not just a forward defense. Trying to flay this one through the covers. Missed that completely. Wicketkeeper takes a good catch at back. So under a bit of pressure here. The on-strike batsman, Shaikh Wasif. And bowls here. It's a good length of a ball. Has he been bowled or was that a stumping? That was a stumping there. Very good stumping here from the wicketkeeper.
Yeah, Rory Keynes has been lightning like MS Dhoni. He's just Shahid Wasif under pressure has come down the track trying to dispatch him over long off. But Rory Keynes makes no mistake in collecting the ball, spinning inward, and he's just taking the bails right away. So Shahid Wasif has been dismissed finally. And yeah. Okay, so Shahid Wasif, despite looking quite impressive in the initial overs, he had struggled against Isaac Poole, and he's paid his price for being too hesitative against. He's coming down the wicket. That's not probably a good idea after missing your first two balls, and he's paid the price definitely. Isaac Poole and the Hong Kong Cricket Club will be happy about that, and Rory Keynes has done some impressive work down there.
Yeah, that's what pressure can do to you. Lots of dot balls there. Finally trying to get some runs off it, and a bit of a rush of blood to the head, rushing down to the wicket. It's a good contribution there, 13 for Shahid Wasif. But in comes Ehsan Khan, captain.
Yeah, veteran spinner has taken the number 4 spot for Diasqual Saiwan. And let's see what his experience and his skill can bring into this side, which has lost 2 early wickets.
It's another right-hander here. Spool runs in, bowls. Good length of the ball. It's turned away into the onside, and they cannot get a run. Square leg takes it very aggressively, running in to field the ball. Batsmen have no time to run. It's going to be 1 ball left in this over.
That's just parried off to mid-off for a quick single. Thinking by the batsman who wanted to take off the pressure from the bowler since he's been quite impressive. And that's the end of the over. Diasqual Saiwan are 28 for 2 of 4 overs. So that's a great comeback from the Hong Kong Cricket Club after not so ideal first 2 overs. So good captaincy there and good bowling from Tanveer Ahmed and Isaac Poole. And also meanwhile down at Kowloon Cricket Club.
Meanwhile, down at KCC, in the Premier League game against USRC, KCC are now 39 for no loss after 3 overs. Nazakal on 27, Ezaz Khan on 14, a flying start down there. Live scores to both games can be found in the comments section of our Facebook and YouTube video. We will also be posting links to CricketQ live scoring. And we will try to share a YouTube stream of the KCC game shortly. Meanwhile, Rag Kapoor has come on to bowl.
Rag Kapoor, the right arm medium fast man, for the 5th over, first change. So they ran through for that single in the last ball. Ehsan Khan will remain on strike here to the new bowler.
Yeah, so I think HKCC will be quite adamant on taking advantage of the 2 new batsmen on the crease. And they'll try to capitalize on the early wickets fallen. And that's a good first ball from Rag Kapoor, straight down to short fine leg after being flicked on by Ehsan Khan. So that's a good start for the bowler. He's not started like Tanveer Ahmed. And despite making that first ball, Tanveer Ahmed has come back quite bravely. And Rag Kapoor has made a good start to his over.
As Kapoor runs in, poses a shorter ball, has played very well. Again, good fielding. And that backward point there is unable to get another single here. Ehsan Khan. So good start for Rag Kapoor here, the 20-year-old pacer. Runs in here over the wicket. Runs in. Very good running there. It's fielded there at mid-off for a single.
Yeah, that's good intent from the mid-off fielder who dives in for a direct hit, but he's just missed it. It probably would have been close had he hit the stump. But that's overall good cricket there by Ehsan Khan also to just simply take off the pressure and get the single immediately. and that's a good length ball. Waqas Khan tries to parry it through covers, but it's just hit the bottom edge of his bat and gone for a dot ball. Good bowling there. That's really good bowling from Rag Kapoor, the new man. Meanwhile, at KCC, a wicket has fallen for their really good start, and Nizakat Khan has been dismissed.
Slower ball, low full toss there, and it's just a little tap to mid on there for a single. Or that was Waqas Khan, brings Ehsan Khan back on strike. So a bit of a change in the field here. It's third man coming back up into the circle. Kapoor runs in here, and bowls. It's a good length of a ball. That very good. Ehsan Khan tries to big hoik over the right back down the ground, but he's missed it entirely. That's the end of the over here. 5 overs gone. DLSW are 30 for 2.
So they were 22 for 1 in the first 2 overs, and that's a massive comeback from HKCC. Apologies, to just restrict them for 8 runs in 3 overs. So that's very impressive bowling from the captain and Rag Kapoor, who's right in front of me.
New bowler Kinshit Shah, the other end. Is played in the Asia Cup for Hong Kong, actually. So good bit of experience. Played against the big Indian team back over at the UAE, right? UAE. Replacing Captain Poole here.
Yeah, he's as well. He's gone for the. Oh, that's two full, and that's a 4. And that's not the start Kinshit Shah would be looking for. He's bowled a full toss, and that's been dispatched straight away from Waqas Khan towards deep mid wicket, and the fielder had no chance getting towards this. A good batting. So yeah, back to Kinshit Shah. He's been quite impressive over his last year. Being a nice spinner, he'll be looking to make a difference, and despite he's following his captain by bowling around the wicket, which is quite. So that's his style, bowling around the wicket, and it has worked out definitely for him, being quite impressive in the Asia Cup. And he'll hope to get a few wickets for his team here and try to put them in a dominating position.
That's a good shot. Yeah, so fuller ball this time, and it's swept very convincingly right off the middle of the bat, found its way to the square leg boundary for 4. Very good start for the batting side this over.
Yeah, I think that's impressive batting. Waqas Khan has analyzed his field wear and picked out the gaps quite intelligently so that he's avoided the catch, avoided the risk of getting caught. And that's a good comeback by Kinshit and well fielded down at mid wicket just for a single.
Worked away into the leg side there, into the mid wicket region of a length ball there. Just turning back into the stumps, and it's just turned that to a single opportunity down to mid wicket. Good running from the batsman here.
Apologies if our score overlay is running a little bit behind. You can see the scoreboard in the background of your stream. Be sure to follow that. We'll keep our overlay updated as much as possible. Meanwhile, at KCC, they have now reached 52 for 1 of the first 5 overs. Nizakat Khan dismissed for 27 of 13, being replaced by Jamie Atkinson as Kinshit Shah bowls the final ball of the power play. Yorker, dugout, excellent piece of bowling there down the over. So that ends the power play here at HKCC, where Little Saiwan are now 40 for 2 after 6 overs, while at KCC, the hosts are 52 for 1 after 5. Ezaz Khan still out there, 24 runs. Nizakat Khan dismissed just recently by Shan Raja, 27, caught by Imran Arif. 2 Premier League games running side by side here in Hong Kong. An exciting weekend ahead of us. Be sure to tune in and keep following the games.
So Ra Kapoor going in for his second over of the game, looking to make an influence. Yeah, he's bowled well in his first over, definitely. He's stuck to the basics, his good line and length, and he's put the pressure on the batsman. And Waqas Khan has replied well in the over from Kinchit Shah hitting 2 boundaries. And he'll be looking on to capitalize on that and give his side an edge in this game.
So impressive so far. First over only went for 2 runs here for Kapoor, and he runs in both his next spell. And his next over there is a good block there. It's able to run through for a single for Ihsan Khan. So takes a single off here, moves to 8. Waqas Khan back on strike. It's a bit of a change of field here. It's putting a fine leg right at the boundary. It's the end of the power play. So 5 fielders allowed outside the circle here. It's a much more restrictive. Ooh. It's a wide ball. Choosing to play it that well. First extra hold here by Kapoor. Look to concentrate here, youngster. So Waqas Khan is 12 off 12 at the moment. So runs and bows. That's a fullish ball, and it's a no ball called as well. So they'll run through for that's 2 added to the score here, and it's going to be a free hit. So
yeah, that's not the kind of start Ra Kapoor would be hoping to have for a second over. He's bowled a wide now. He's overstepped his crease. But surely, with the talent he has, he'll be looking forward to make a comeback and try to repay for the mistakes he's made. So let's go, Ra Kapoor. That's a good ball, a swing and a miss for the batsman Waqas Khan. Oh no, it's given wide, so he'll have to redo that again. One more free hit for the batsman. So Waqas Khan will be, Ihsan Khan would be definitely looking to take full advantage of that and get the most runs possible on the ball bowled by Ra Kapoor.
runs in here on the free hit ball. That's, well, not the ball you want to bowl on a free hit. Full toss. It's not been hit. Oh, that's misfielded as well. That's gone for 4 runs at long on. Could have gotten away with that one. Probably could have just saved it for a single, but that's gone for 4 runs. He's out there looking for it. They found it.
Yeah, the fielder wouldn't be too happy with himself. That was quite a fumble to make, and he'll be looking to come back. And Ra Kapoor obviously wouldn't be so pleased after giving that no ball. And let's hope that he comes back and we have some good replies from the bowler. And Ihsan Khan will be looking more comfortable now after hitting a boundary. That definitely boosts your confidence. And in for the 3rd ball of the over.
Very low full toss there, but it's taken a single, driven down to that would be long off field there, and just returned for a single. Sounded good off the bat there. Ihsan Khan is seeing this one very well. He's moved on to 13, as is his partner Waqas. He's also on 13. They're hitting. They both have 2 4s at the moment.
Yeah, that's another low full toss parried away to long gone. And just looking for the double, but no, they'll just settle for a single. That's been good running. And that's 50 up for Diasqualil Saiwan. And congratulations to the team. And let's hope they keep continuing in a good form and hoping to get a good score for the team. And I just want to say that we've seen a lot of low full tosses. It's just that HKCC haven't been able to get those Yorkers right. And that's a good ball. Straight away cut through backward point. And Ninad Shah at backward point has made a strong throw to Rory Keynes just for a single. So good fielding there.
Yeah, a bit of a change of tactic there. A lot of very, very full balls. I think he's going for that bit of a. I think he's almost going for a Yorker with those ones. Not quite coming through this time. A bit of a change, a shorter ball, but that's been it's been cut away. A bit of a top edge there. It's still kept down to a single. So Ihsan Khan for the 5th ball of this over. It's a good ball. Coming off the inside edge there, and it's collected at that'd be short panic. That's the over. Yep. And DLSW are 53 for 2 after 7 overs.
Meanwhile, a quick score update from KCC after 6 overs. KCC are now 60 for 2. Our former men's head coach Simon Cook has just walked past the camera. Current men's head coach Trent Johnson has very smartly avoided it. Players have just taken a quick glove and drinks break. It's 53 for 2 after 7 overs. Meanwhile, KCC, they were flying start, 51 after the first 4 overs, but now they're 60 for 2. I think the second wicket has just fallen. A live YouTube stream to the KCC versus USRC game is available on our Facebook page and in the comment section of both the Facebook and YouTube channels. Live scores on Cricinfo are also available for both games, as well as live scores on Cricket HQ. So plenty of ways to follow the game. Meanwhile, Kinston Shah returns the ball. I'll hand you back to our commentators.
Kinjit Shah getting ready to bowl once again around the wicket. Right arm off break bowler. Be looking to recover from that first over, one for 10 runs. Runs in here, bowls, and it's a good length of a ball there. Batsman only defending that one away into the offside for a dot ball.
Yeah, Kinshit Shah is obviously a very promising talent. He'll be looking forward to making a big influence for his side. And here goes the second ball. That's a good ball, just kind of into his pads, and the batsman has just got a touch to it, and it's gone rolling away to the keeper. Impressive bowling so far from the start of his over from Kinshit Shah, and he'll be definitely looking to get the wicket of one of Waqas Khan or Ehsan Khan, who have replied quite well despite the loss of 2 early wickets.
Yeah, getting settled here, these batsmen. Given a bit more time, might turn on. Oh, that's a very good ball there. Big appeal. Big appeal for caught behind, but that's just likely gone right past the bat. Umpire not interested in that one. Another dot ball, though. It's a good start here. Jit Shah bowling over the wicket, around the wicket, I mean. That's played into the offside, right to the point for another dot ball here. Pressure mounting the batsman. We've seen what pressure can do. They'll have to keep their heads still here. Plenty of chances for attacking in a bit. That is a full toss. And, well, a bit of a loosener. Really not getting called for. It's collected there at deep mid wicket for a single. Pressure a little bit off now.
Kinchit has been quite astounding in this over, bowling around the wicket, which is his style. And that's lofted straight up in the air. The keeper's Rory Kane under it and takes an easy catch. And that's the wicket was coming, to be honest. Kinchit Shah looking promising. The batsman under pressure looking to get off runs since he's only hit 1 of the 5 balls. And Kinchit Shah has struck. That's pretty impressive bowling from Hong Kong Cricket Club. And that's great captaincy to put pressure on the batsman. And eventually, the captain, Ehsan Khan, has fallen to Kinshit Shah.
So that was the last ball of this over. 8 overs are gone, and Diasqua are 54-3.
Wicket has just fallen. The players have taken this opportunity to regroup, grab a quick drink. As mentioned earlier, KCC were 60 for 2 after 6 overs. Jamie Atkinson, Simandeep Singh on strike. Some really good bowling here from HKCC today. Raj Kapoor and Kinshit Shah pairing up to put the screws on. This one got off to a flyer. Now we're looking at a change of bowling here at HKCC. Benjamin Zamal, it looks like. No, it's going to be Charlie. Well, geez, a bit of a delay in play as we get action resuming. The wicket has just fallen. For those of you just tuning in on Facebook and YouTube, KCC have also completed 8 overs down in the Colin Cricket Club. They have reached the score of 72 for 2 after the 8 overs. Simon Singh and Jamie Atkinson out there batting after an explosive start from Nazakat and Ezaz Khan. 2 wickets for Shan Raja, the left-arm spinner. 4 overs, 2 for 36. He's bowled well, but he's bowled out USRC for now. A bit of a tricky situation. You need to pull this game back here. Meanwhile, here at HKCC, Lilsai won at 54 for 3 after 8 overs. Wallace, the new bowler, coming to bowl right now. Fast medium around the wicket. And Yorker first up.
Yeah, he's gone for the Yorker, but it's just a little up, and it's played as a low full toss towards deep mid wicket just for a single. Charlie Wallace looking to make an influence for HKCC and trying to put new batsman Mehran Zeb under pressure immediately.
That's not really worked out as he's taken a single and rotated it back to the more set batsman Waqas Khan here at the crease. As well as runs in here. Bit of a pace here over the wicket. Good length of a ball. That, well, they're appealing, but the umpire is... Oh, no, he's bowled. Oh, there it is. He's gone. Well, let's have a look here. Having a look back on the replays. He's been bowled. He's bowled. That's a pretty comprehensive bowling right there, right on the top of the stumps. That's a very good ball there from Wallace. I think that's the Pacers, every Pacers dream ball. That right onto the top of middle and off. Very good ball to dismiss Waqas Khan.
Yeah, as pacers, that's a treat to watch for us, both Adam and I. It's a great ball. It's just ripped through the bails. And Charlie Wallace has made an immediate impact in only the second ball he's bowled this match. And Waqas Khan, the set batsman who would be looking forward to taking his team to a good score, has been dismissed despite a good show. So he would definitely be disappointed with himself. Oh, apologies. And there was young Mehran Zeb going for a shot and he's been bowled. And apologies to Waqas Khan. And yeah, young Mehran Zeb from the under-19 Hong Kong squad has been bowled and he's not quite had the game he'd wanted to. And over to the number 6 batsman, Ibrahim Mohammed coming in, trying the part.
So a great first 2 balls here from Wallace. 1 run, 1 wicket. And Ashad Mohammed facing here. And keep that regular line and length. Reap some massive rewards here. He runs in here, bowls. It's a good length again. That's driven away to there at cover. Start here. Looks consistent. We'll have to find interesting ways to score off this lad.
Ali Wallace with the ball. Driven down the ground by Ishaq Mohammed for a quick single. Today's lineup for HKCC, obviously featuring the likes of Kinshid and Nindad Shah, MCC young cricketer Luke Jones, Ra Kapoor, we just seen, also a former Hong Kong under-19 player, has been part of the national squad, as has Jata Subramaniam, also in the team. Former Durham cricketer Ryan Buckley, Charlie Wallace Seamer, new joiner to the club. Benjamin Zanal, a veteran player who's played Premier League several years, is also in the team, as is Hong Kong fast bowler Tanvir Ahmed, bowled a couple of good overs up front. Keeper Rory Kane, and of course, skipper Isaac Poole. Here comes Charlie Wallace in to Waqas Khan, Hong Kong's young upcoming national batsman, on the verge of a big breakout season for him. Had some really good innings for the national team in the past year or so. Gets a single down to third man as he tries that full ball down to third man. With 1 ball left in his over, it's 57 for 4 after 8.5. You're just tuning in. Hope you're enjoying coverage of this game. Meanwhile, at KCC, they have finished 9 overs and they've gone to 82 for 2. That's probably going to be a wide. It's been called wide by Wallace. Called wide by umpire John Prakash, ICC level 2 umpire, sticking that wide. So yeah, at KCC, they were 81 for 2 after 9 overs. They picked up a single first ball of the 9th. That's taken them to 82 for 2. KCC looking big, looking set for a big score at their home ground. And the live stream of that is also available if you want to see. Meanwhile, Wallace runs in here to bowl at HKCC, a low full toss driven down, too long on. We're going to look for two, but they're only going to get one. Takes us to 59 for 4 of 9 overs here at HKCC. Little Simon. In a bit of a tough situation here, but I guess the pitch isn't playing all that well. What do you think?
I think they've been struggling in getting their batsmen set, and they've been making a few mistakes which can be avoidable in the coming games. And yeah, I think, would you say the rain has helped out Hong Kong Cricket Club?
Oh, in a way, it seems fielders are getting to those balls. The ball's not exactly racing across the outfield here, perhaps slowing down as a result of the rain. So at the moment, they're going to have to look to bat a little bit more economically when the time calls for it. Against good bowlers, they can't just go looking for runs. Just go running down the pitch, dispatch it over the field for some boundaries. Have to bat smart here. Again, 9 overs gone, 59 for 4.
One thing HKCC haven't done the way they'd like to is getting the Yorkers right. We've seen quite a few of those low full tosses, but they haven't just quite nailed that Yorker length, the threatening Yorker that is quite effective in this format of the game. And the bowlers would be thinking about getting that right, and that would make an immediate impact on the batsman because a Yorker is really tough to play, as we all know. There's a small discussion going on at the umpire's end.
And the bowler seems to be discussing with the umpire about the condition of the ball for some reason. I think they're unhappy about something. Bit of a wet outfield, I suppose. There was a bit of a rain for about 15-20 minutes. It delayed the start of the game by 30 minutes. Luckily, we're going to get a full 20 overs in despite the late start. So maybe a bit of moisture still out there on the outfield. The ball's getting a bit wet. Spinner wants to have a word with the umpire. I think play's going to resume a bit behind the overrate, perhaps. But here comes Kinshit around the wicket. Ibrahim digs it out. Ibrahim Ishaq, young top order batsman, coming down the order today, batting at 6. Dot balls there against Kinshit Shah.
So Kinshit bowling around the wicket again. It's a bit shorter. Batsman had a bit of time to set himself to go for a bigger shot, but that's again not really middled that. Played right back to Kinshit. Elected to immediately begin his next ball here. In bowling, that's length. That's been that's tried to pull it around, but it's only found a fielder. Another dot, and once again pressure building up here. The Mohammad Ishaq. Sometimes it's tough to play the spinner when he's going outside of your eye line. That was a full toss, and he's really missed out on that one. It's another dot ball. 4 dot balls so far. Kinshit Shah to Mohammad Ishaq. No pressure building here. He won't want to give away a maiden, this batsman. That's been really hit into the ground. There's a fielder there who misses that. Ryan Buckley there, and that's gone for 4. That's another misfield. Costly one. I think that was a missed catch. That point didn't seem to be to have picked up the ball there, but well, that's the pressure really released here.
Yeah, a bit short from Kinshit Shah, but he's trying to vary the ball and he's worked out. There's a chance of a catch for Ryan Buckley, but he's just missed. Apologies, that's Luke Jones who's misjudged the ball a little, and by the ball time it landed, he tried to dive ahead, but the ball just landed in front of him and gone racing for a boundary. So the next ball was a low full toss and brilliantly fielded by Kinshit Shah to save the single. And that's a great over for him, despite giving the boundary, just 4 of it, and the batsman would be a little under pressure now. Young batsman, Mohammad Ishaq.
Yeah, a bit of a reprieve there for Ishaq. Was a sharp chance there at the boundary. Could have been a wicket maiden there for Kinshit Shah, but as things stand, DLSW are 68 for 4, 10 overs gone.
And meanwhile, at KCC are 83 for 3. Simandeep Singh has just been dismissed. The bowler, I believe it was young left arm spinner Sam Mohammed. We'll just get a confirmation with that. Meanwhile, here comes Wallace running the ball. That's lovely shot. Is it gone enough on it? It's got enough. It's gone in the trees. Beautiful from Waqas Khan. High elbow, straight down the long on. Perfect textbook shot there. Just lofted it down the ground. Lovely to see. I think you caught that hitting the tree on your live feed. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I think we might have a lost ball. Yeah, they're looking to recover it. I think have they got the ball back? Or are we? I think they've got the ball back. I think the groundsman have helped. They've got the ball back. It's not gone too far. 74 for 4. Meanwhile, it was indeed not a good ball there from Wallace. Good comeback. Tight lines and lens. Jogging in defense. Meanwhile, it was in fact young left arm spinner Hassan Mohammed. They took the wicket of Simandeep Singh, stumped all the way down at KCC, where they are 85 for 3 of 10.2. A live stream to that is also available on our Facebook page. 74 for 4, 10.2, as Wallace is coming in for his third ball of the over. Apologies if our score overlay is a little bit lagging behind. You can see the scoreboard in the background of your video feed. Oh, there's a chance for a run out here. Oh, the throw from around was a bit wide of the keeper. He is good at fielding effort. Very sharp fielder, Akapoor was very quick on the ball. Fire that in, a bit of miscommunication. Waqas wanted that run, correctly sent back by Ishaq. That was a good call, no. But he would have been run off a miles. The collection by the keeper was clean. If the throw was a little bit straighter, if it was a direct hit. Lucky. Another reprieve here for those I ones. That 2 reprieves in the last 2 overs. Is the tide turning for them?
Well, I hope that's not going to come back to bite them where they don't want it to. But here comes Wallace again for another ball over the wicket. It's a good bounce there. Good bounce, good short delivery there, but it's played very well. Get single through. Waqas has now moved into the 20s. And good running at the end, the batsman. So still a good recovery here from Wallace as he comes in. Again, over the wicket. Pace. It's going to be a wide. We're right behind the batsman. Trying to hook that one away to the short boundary. We'll have to re-bowl that one.
Yeah, that's a good comeback after being hit for 6 by Charlie Wallace. He's trying to get the bounce on that pitch, and he'll be hoping to get the wicket of Ishaq Mohammed now. And that's a swing and a miss. It's just missed the stumps. It's gone over. And Ishaq Mohammed won't be too happy with the shot selection on that one. And that's a good pace from Charlie Wallace. And that's really good bowling, I would say.
Having the see here coming to the second half of their innings here. Right into the 11th over this one. Looks like they're looking to get more aggressive here, but they're gonna have to look to do that. So that's well fielded there at square leg, turned away, a bit straighter onto the pads, and that's just been worked into the onside for a single. So in the end, a very good recovery off that 6 from the first ball here as DLSW 77 for 4 off 11. So run rate up at 7.7 or 7 right now. Exactly at 7. 77 for 4. Again, if they're going to be going on the front foot here and going for the attack, I think they should be doing so on the balls that deserve it. The good ones should be played to their merit. Kinshit Shah coming in for his fourth and final over here, and around the wicket. That's full, and that's driven away. Collected there at the deep extra cover for a single. Rotating this one back to Waqas Khan, who's on 25 at the moment. Looking to him to get a big score here. Their squad. That is a shorter ball, but that's kept low. That one. That's kept low. We're looking at a bit of a regular bounce already on the field. On this pitch. It's beaten there outside the off stump. One that didn't bounce quite as high. Comes for his third ball. That's a full toss. That's pulled away, and that's gone all the way to the boundary for 4. It's a good hit there. Well watched. Again, a low full toss, and what are you going to do as a batsman? See one of those come in? Just free the hands. The pressure has all just been released. All that hard work here from Kinshit's going to have to do all that again. Waqas Khan moves on to 29. Runs in here around the wicket, bows this one. It's a good length there. Oh, it's a bit of a chance there. Missed by the batsman and the keeper. As comes Kinchit once again. But it's a very it's a low full toss, and let's put that down to mid on. Got that first single. There's a Waqas Khan is gone to 30 now. Oh, there he's trying to sweep that one. That's it's good over here for Kinchit. It's a 5 overs from him. Sorry, no, 5 runs from him. 4 overs gone. He's done. Kinchit Shah is very economically bowled there. 4 overs gone. He's taken 1 for 21.
Yeah, I would be quite impressed with Kinchicha bowling around the wicket. Quite unorthodox for an off spinner, and he's been really effective, not conceding many runs and taking the important wicket of Ehsan Khan. It's a great bowling, Kinchicha.
Bowling around the wicket has to keep it tight. Turns right back into the right-hander. He's made it work for him. The end still very good figures. In comes Wallace. That's gone up. Oh, that's a big shot, and that's gone for 6. Out of the park as well. They're going to need a new ball here. Umpire signals 6 and a new ball. Thank you very much. Well, that one was just at a length in the slot, I think. And Waqas just frees his hands, puts that in for a very good 6.
While we wait for a spare ball to get on the field, we'll have a quick score update from KCC. After 12 overs, they have reached 91 for 3. Jamie Atkinson and Waqas Parker starting to rebuild. The spinners have come on to bowl for USRC, younger spinners, Sam Muhammad and Zaman, and they've done a good job of keeping the run rate under control. 91 for 12 after 3. Good recovery by USRC, given that KCC brought up the 50 inside the 4th over, 51 for 1 after 4. There's Khan and Zakat Khan, and them off to a flying start. For they both were dismissed by left-arm spinner Shah and Raja. So an exciting game unfolding there at KCC. USRC having lost the first game of the Premier League T20 to Pakistan Association are now looking for a win, and they will need to keep KCC down to a chaseable target to do that. Meanwhile, here at HKCC, we have a lost ball as Waqas Khan has dispatched that out of the ground. Spare ball's in. The 12th man's getting off the field. Hassan Mohammed, the left-arm spinner, has played for Hong Kong under-19 and the Hong Kong national squad at times. Not in the 11 for today's game for the Taiwan. They've got an array of quality spinners in this team. Waqas Khan resumes strike. Then 89 for 4 after 12.1. The first ball of the 12th over being dispatched for 6. Charlie Wallace, the bowler. It was to resume play with a spare ball as Wallace runs into bowl. It's a short ball. It's tapped down to Rak Kapoor at backward point, but the quick for the single. I'll see back now to our commentators.
Yeah, I would say I've been quite impressed with Waqas Khan. He's been steady throughout and hitting the bad balls right and playing the good balls down. So he's been the center of the innings for the DLSW team, and he'll be looking forward to steer his team for a good score and a good total at the end of the 20 overs.
In comes Wallace again, 3rd ball of his over. That's I think it is an attempted Yorker, but it's well played there. They're going to run off that. That's going to be overthrows.
Those of you who have watched our morning women's game, Kasha Yusuf, quite a bit of turn as well with her leg breaks. This has been mirrored now here by Jata Subramaniam's leg spin. So leg spin has been effective today here at HKCC. Score now is 116 for 5. Meanwhile, down at the Kowloon Cricket Club, bit of a collapse. They've lost a few quick wickets. They are now 138 for 6 after 16.3 overs. Left arm spinner Sam Mohammed has finished with 3 for 25. And now the other balls starting to chip in. So this is good stuff here from USRC, trying to pull things back at the Kowloon Cricket Club. Meanwhile, here we are at the Hong Kong Cricket Club. Taiwan are 116 for 5. Waqas Khan has brought up his 50 in the previous over. And now we see Tanvir Ahmed at the top of his mark, ready to resume. It's going to be... Oh, no, sorry. Change of bowling. Ra Kapoor has come on for his third over. The Taiwan should probably be targeting somewhere around 140, 150 from here. Meanwhile, KCC over. KCC probably looking closer to 170 as Ra Kapoor runs in the bowl. That's a great shot. It sounded beautiful off the bat. Lovely, flourishing extra cover drive. Hit hard. It was Haroon Arshad there. Smacked that one. Been coming, sent in a bat here at 7. Big hitting all around it. We still got Munir Dar left in the batting lineup. This little Taiwan team. Pretty impressive team, pretty experienced. Lots of young players, but a lot of very experienced players as well. We've already seen the skipper Ahsan Khan come and go. And Shahad Wasif, also part of the Hong Kong national squad. Young under-19 Mehram Zeb has been dismissed. Ibrahim Ishaq Mohammed, talented young batsman, very dismissed as well. Also playing and probably yet to bat is Munir Dar, Hong Kong legend. Left arm fast bowler Mohsen Khan, leg spinner Gazamfar Mohammed, and left arm spinner Aftab Hussain. So 3 full-time spinners here for the Taiwan side today on this pitch that has taken turn, especially for the leg spinner. So Gazamfar Mohammed will be interested when he comes on the ball. That ball there was just pushed away into the covers for a single by, I believe it was Waqas Khan. Haroon Arshad's come back on strike. He's taken that low full toss into the leg side. He'll get 1. They'll come back for 2. Knows the call. Good piece of fielding out there in the boundary. HKCC have been very good in the field. HKCC have been very good in the field. The ground fielding's been great, but they have dropped a catch. I believe the catch they dropped, was it off Ibrahim Ishaq? Was off Ibrahim Ishaq. Was dropped in the D. There have been a couple of edges that have also gone past the keeper, but tough ones to take when you're standing up to the stumps. Waqas Khan has batted very well. He's on 50 now, and he's on strike for Ra Kapoor. This little Taiwan side and HKCC side both playing the first games of this tournament. Premier League T20, the best T20 cricketers in Hong Kong, the best club teams in Hong Kong, 5 teams. HKCC, KCC, Little Taiwan, USRC, and PACC, Pakistan Association Cricket Club. PACC and USRC played last Sunday, where Pakistan Association cruised to a 9-wicket victory inside 6.1 overs, chasing on a target of 82. The spinners bowled excellently, after which Babar Hayat hammered a quick 50. We're now in game 2 over here. It's a low full toss. That's beautifully played. A little paddle sweep there from Waqas Khan. Composure and class. Fantastically played. Full toss from Ra Kapoor. Gordon and Nina paddled away for 4. Pass you back now to our commentators.
Yeah, that's a very intelligent shot. I think he picked out that Ra Kapoor was going to try a bit of slower ball, and he's just straight away crossed the fielder at short fine leg for a boundary. Great batting there from Waqas Khan. Showed good intent right away.
Yeah, he's starting to see these really well, isn't he? He's pulled out the paddle sweep, and this one is another one's really gone for this one. That's gone for 6 right on top of the nets at the swimming pools. So that's going to be 10. Oh, they've got it. They've just got that ball. I think it's landed on the yeah. That's a very good shot there. Just have a look at that one again for us. These bowlers just pitched that right in the slot. Nothing he had to do but to just go through the motions of the stroke, and that's gone all the way for 6. Waqas Khan has moved himself onto 62 partnerships now at 22. And the end of the over, 17 overs are gone, and Little Taiwan are 129 for 5. We've got 3 overs left to try and get about 21 to try and get to that 150 mark to post a competitive total here. It's come down the ground here to Pramanian. It's fielded well for a single. Looked for 2. Ooh, yeah, misfield there, but the batsman on strike says nope. It's fine. Just take the single. Subramanian into his third over here. I think he'll bowl out into the end of the game. He should be bowling the last over here. Let's have a look. He's coming in bowling as a flat ball, pulled away here into the square leg, deep square leg area. It's returned for a single. So Harun Ashad on strike, bowling. That's turn. You can see the turn here on the picture. Fielder fumbles it a bit and causes Waqas Khan to just scamper back to the crease. It's a good dot ball there. Good turn, keeping the batsmen on their feet here. So he runs in, bowls again over the wicket. Flight, this one tossed up very high. That's just been worked away to square leg for another single.
Jada Subramaniam has been waiting constantly. He's been really effective getting the batsmen to come ahead, getting them to play on their back foot. So that he's really keeping the batsmen on their toes, hoping to get a wicket. And let's see him go again. So that's again pitched a little up with an increase of pace straight to deep mid wicket. And there's been a bit of a fumble straight. Rory Kane's easy wicket there. And that's miscommunication from DLSW. They'll be quite disappointed on that. And Harun Arshad has been run out despite being said no by a wicket for the batting side. And that would cost them a wicket. And your incoming batsman is Munir Dar. Yeah. Munir Ahmed Mohammed. He's coming in and Waqas Khan will hope to instruct him about what the pitch is doing, and they'll hope to get a good score after 2 overs and a ball.
Waqas Khan having some words with Munir Dar. I think Munir Dar will be quick to remind him that he's been playing cricket for longer than Waqas Khan has been alive. Munir Dar, the veteran, over 40 years of age, was playing in the Hong Kong T20 Blitz until just recently. A big hitting batsman, very explosive, very senior. Could just be the man to give us an explosive end of this game. Very fit for his age, an excellent fielder. Also a useful part-time spinner. I don't think we'll see him get a bowl today, though. He's in strike for his first ball. Meanwhile, over at KCC, they have gotten to 147 for 17.5. The lower order struggling to put runs on the board here. KCC are just trying to focus on batting out their 20. But they may have enough already given USRC's recent batting struggles. It'll be an interesting match unfolding down there. Live stream is available on our Facebook page and on our comment section of our Facebook and YouTube streams. Here comes Jata to bowl the final ball of the 18th over. Dabbed away. Smart little batting by the veteran there and gets a quick single. Keeps strike. 134 for 6 after 18 overs. Final 2 overs of this innings. Sun is out, weather looks great. We're scheduled for full 20 overs, so don't miss a thing. Do stay tuned.
I've been quite impressed, as I say again, by Jada Subramaniam. He's picked 2 important wickets and limited their runs. He's been wearing the ball and really bowling as a spinner should. And HKCC will take full advantage of that. And we hope to see now explosive batting from veteran batter Munir Mohammad, while Waqas Khan was also set at 64. So, a young man being set at 64 and a veteran batsman hoping to steer their side to an explosive total by the end of the 20 overs, which is after 2 overs. So we now have Tanveer Ahmed going in for his last over, and he'll be looking to make an impact and reduce the number of runs given in this very, very crucial over.
Yeah, he's the opening bowler actually. He's figures now 3 overs, no maidens, 19 runs, no wickets. I think he'll be looking for at least one more in these 6 balls here. Yeah, there's no wickets taken. So here he is, quite a long run up here. Munir Mohammad. Again, 40-some years old here. So facing this up. So, that's a shot. That cross bat. Not very conventional as a cricketer, but does the job. But it's fielded out there at long on just for a single. It's good stuff there. And rotates the strike back to Khan, who's on 64. He goes for it. There's a chance. As it is, he's only 36 away from 100. That's only 6 sixes. He's already got 3. So 47 balls faced, 64 runs scored as this Waqas Khan here on strike against Tanvir Ahmed. And what he's done here is a bit of a field change. Got third man to go back to the boundary. And square leg is come, back into the circle. So he runs in, bows this one. That's a Yorker. That's got Munir scampering back to his crease, trying not to get run out, but they will run through a single at the end. Moves Tanvir Ahmed as an opening bowler, as he is. He's also Hong Kong's specialist bowler. So then he'll be trying to restrict the flow of runs. Moment. Lots of sunshine here on the ground. He runs in here for the third ball of so 2 singles so far. That's a very good length there. A little bit, just think a bit of a back of the length. Batsman didn't pick it very much, just trying to slog that one. So gone right over the bats and collected the keeper. 2 runs off this over so far. Very economical for a death over. Although commentators curse. Looks back to the start. His run up here, top of his run up. A few steps in, walks in. Now he's into a full sprint over the wicket, runs in, bows, and that is a repeat. Big beamer. Not a dangerous beamer as it is, but it's definitely going to be a no ball. Might be a warning. Free hit signaled. No warning given. At any rate, deja vu. Seen that one before.
Yeah, I think when you're looking to strike that perfect Yorker, the ball can perhaps slip out of your hand with also going for extra pace here, Tanvir Ahmed, and he'll be looking to redo that better. And being the death over specialist for Hong Kong, he definitely has experience on his side, and let's see what he can bring now. That's another good ball, good length, and another swing and a miss from veteran batsman Monir Mohammad. And that's the free hit wasted there. Tanvir Ahmed would be glad that has passed, and he'll be looking to bowl an effective last ball. And since the batsman is under pressure, there will be there will be 2 balls to go since the no ball was bowled. And Monir Mohammad would be definitely looking to dispatch this one since the team is under pressure after being 3 dot balls now.
Oh, that's a ball. There was a chance there. That was square leg, a little bit deeper than regular square leg. This just went right over his head. Stuck a hand up. That's gone right over him for 4 runs. A good pull shot there. The ball is pitched, I'd say about 8 meters in front of the batsman. Had a good amount of time there to shift the weight back onto his back foot and roll the wrists. Rolling it on right at the top of square leg. 4 runs. That's last ball here for Tanvir. None for 26 so far. We want to make that 1 for 26. I reckon it's going to be none for 30. This one here's. Well, that's signaled wide. You hear a bit of a strain in the bowler. I think that was a bit of an effort ball. Lost the line in that effort. We'll have to re-bowl that one. It's extra slowly inching Little Saiwan to 150. 7 balls to go in their innings. They're 142. The loss of 6 wickets. We'll have to re-bowl this one, Tanvir Ahmed. She runs in again over the wicket. It's a good ball, but that's also been picked up. The foolish delivery, but that's just been put away. A drive cover there at deep extra cover for a single. The end of the 19th over. 1 over to go. Little Saiwan 143 for 6. Partnerships at 10.
Yeah, by the looks of it, it seems like Jata Subramaniam is going to be taking the last over. And I think that's a good decision. He's been quite effective as we've seen. And on strike, we have the hitter Monir Mohammad trying to capitalize the most of this last over. It's a do or die situation now with DLSW at 140. They'll be looking to get to that 160 mark. getting 17 off this over, but Jata Subramaniam has ideas up his sleeves probably to restrict them to a defendable total, probably under 150.
Yeah, they'll be happy. HKCC if they can keep them under 160. Oh, that's missed everybody. Surely that's going to be buys this time. Has it gone to the bed? It's gone to the boundary. That's going to be 4. Oh, wide. Well, that's going to be 5. So that's definitely a gift here for DLSW. 148 there. Yeah, as I was saying, I think it's going to be. Hold on, let's see balls here. Another reverser. This one's right up in the air. That's taking a catch. And he's just going to keep running off the field here, and that's Bonaire. He scored 7. It's been caught. The catcher caught by Tanvir Ahmed. As Tanvir taking the catch there. Dismissed for 7, Bonaire. I was saying, I think DLSW are going to try to get as close as they can to that 160. 150 might not be enough as the weather seems to be, there's not a cloud in the sky. I must say, it's going to be good conditions for batting later on. I see the ball very well. Early on, the start of the innings, it was very muggy weather, spin and bounce and swing on offer. The new batsman here, Ghazanfar Mohammed. Useful batsman here in the lower order. 5 balls to go. The Waqas Khan is on strike.
Yeah, the tall man Ghazanfar, he's been working on his batting, and he'll hopefully make it. That's shoved down to deep mid wicket just for a single, and that's good bowling from Jata Subramaniam. And Ghazanfar Mohammed, the new batsman on strike, he's been working quite hard to improve his batting, and hopefully he can apply some of the year.
Not easy to find runs here off Subramanian. A little crafty, good variation. That's the first one. Oh, and he's hit that one. See where that's landed right in the middle of 2 fielders. I think now keep a single, keep us on strike here. That is a good idea here. 150 up here for DLSW. And with Waqas on strike, if he can find clean hits here off the last 3 balls, might be closer to 160. It's a flat one. That's chipped. And that's just fallen. That's died right in front of Kinchik Shah. They've just taken a single here. Zanfar Mohammed on strike, the second to last ball. Flighty. It's driven very well there. Oh yeah, and disregarding that first 5 wides, I think it's a useful over. A wicket taken from it anyway.
Yeah, over to the last ball of the over, he bowls a slightly slow and full toss, but it's just going to go straight to long off for a single. So that's the end of an innings and a beautiful last over despite the 5 wides due to the extra turn from Jata Subramaniam. So I think it's been an overall great bowling performance from the Hong Kong Cricket Club, and they will be quite happy that they restricted such an explosive lineup of DLSW only to 153 for 7. And we'll be looking forward to the chase where an experienced load of spinners line up for the DLSW, hoping to take on a good batting lineup from HKCC.
Yeah. Still hangs in the balance here, 153, just about past the 150 mark. What would you say? Competitive? If you were HKCC, how are your chances? What do you think?
Yeah, I think initially we just avoid to lose a few early wickets because seeing the score is just 153, we have to bat at 7. They have to bat at 7.5 or around 8. So they'd just be hoping, and since the ground has cleared up, there are no clouds, they'll just be hoping to play their natural game. But here we have experienced spinner Ehsan Khan leading the team, and they'll hopefully be able to maybe restrict this total, and we'll be in for a great chase here. So stay tuned.
Action has been paused for a moment as the innings break It's underway. 153. LSI one's final score after 20 overs. They were led well by Waqas Khan, who scored 67 runs. Well, 68 runs of just 51 balls. Couple of contributions to the batting lineup. Shahid Wasif with 13 opening batting, Ehsan Khan 14, Ibrahim Ishaq 14, but it was all Waqas Khan is 68 runs in the bedrock of this innings. Couple of extras from HKCC, especially in the wides, 14 wides, helped the target along. But overall, the HKCC side bowled excellently. Skipper Isaac Poole leading the way with 2 wickets in the new ball spell, 2 for 12 in his 2 overs. Tanvir Ahmed was excellent as usual, bowling up front with the new ball and coming back at the death, 4 overs 28. Most impressive was Jata Subramaniam, who bowled better than his figures suggest, 4 overs 2 for 33. His figures kind of ruined by 5 wides in his final over. Apart from that, he did bowl quite excellently. Charlie Wallace was also very good, 3 overs 1 for 24. But Kinshit Shah, 4 overs up front early in the innings, bowled excellently, 1 for 21 of 4 overs. Really applied the squeeze and drive the runs. That's the situation here at HKCC. Meanwhile, at KCC, the home side managed to finish on 171 for 9 in their 20 overs. They started off really well with 51 in the first 4 overs. Nizakat Khan and Azaz Khan getting them off the flying start. Azaz Khan perished for 31 off 17. And Nizakat 27 off 13. They were 60 for 2 after the power play. Jamie Atkinson, the skipper and former Hong Kong captain, wicketkeeper batsman, currently still in the squad, hit 46 of 34 to lead the innings. Rest of the middle order did not really contribute much. HKCC side batting all the way down till number 9, Dan Pascoe, the skipper of the Premier League 1-day and 2-day competitions, I believe, and Oxford extricated spinner will be an important factor for KCC when they come out to defend 171. USRC bowled much better than they did on their outing against PACC, although they didn't have much to defend that day around. Ehsan Abbasi 4 overs for 18 with his off breaks. Very useful. Shahan Raja opening the bowling, getting 2 for 36 in his 4 overs, including both the openers. Bowled very well, but it was Ehsan Mohammed and young M. Zaman, the 2 youngsters, taking 6 wickets between them of 45 runs, 3 wickets apiece. It was their spells that eventually turned the game around for USRC. They're looking at chasing somewhere in the range of 200 at some point. Mohammed Zaman left arm medium fast, Ehsan Mohammed left arm spinner, the 2 left armers doing the job for USRC to keep KCC to just 171. We are now on the innings break of both matches. Action will resume shortly. Do stay tuned. It's only a 10-minute break in T20s, 15 minutes in the Premier League T20. So action will return shortly. Hope you're enjoying our coverage so far. Live scores are available on Cricinfo and CricHQ. Links are available in the comments section of both videos, the YouTube and the Facebook live stream. And there's a YouTube stream of the KCC match, powered by CricHQ, link to which is also available on our Facebook page. Be back with you shortly. Do stay tuned. We are set to resume action momentarily as the umpires and batsmen make their way to the field. The fielding side having a brief huddle. Meanwhile, at KCC, it's Mohammad Omar and Ali to open the batting for USRC. Skawat Ali, of course, former Hong Kong national player, opening batting. KCC, you can tune into that live stream, whereas our live stream is going live just momentarily. We are back live here at HKCC. The home side need 154 to win in their 20 overs. Side one scoring 153 for 7, courtesy of Waqas Khan 68. From the young and upcoming batsman, great way to start the season. With that innings, he's already the leading run scorer of the Premier League T20, the competition in its early stages. Just 3 games so far. 2 of them are currently in progress. One here at HKCC, the other at KCC. The run chase there has gotten underway. USRC needing just 172 to upset the home side. You can tune in that live stream on courtesy of Cricket's Use My Action Replay, the link to which has been shared on our Facebook page as well as in the comments of this stream and our YouTube stream. But meanwhile, here umpires have taken the position, batsmen have taken the position. Looks like it's Benjamin Zanol, club veteran for HKCC, has played at this level for HKCC for a few years. He knows what he's doing. He's well versed at batting in the top of the order. With him will be young up and coming all-rounder Ra Kapoor, more of a batsman initially in his career, but his bowling has come leaps and bounds, and he's a reliable batsman as well. He's up there in the top order. Whereas for Lil Sai Wan, opening the bowling will be Mohsin Khan, formerly of the Hong Kong A team, left-arm fast bowler. Exciting prospect to watch, young man as well. All the action is set to get underway now, and to guide you through it will be our commentator, Adam Chan. Adam.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, we're just about getting ready. Harsh just signaled all ready to go. So on strike will be Ben Zanol. And, as Nitesh just said, Mohsin Khan to open the bowling. Left arm going over the wicket. That's a full toss to start off with, and that's just been hammered to the boundary for 4. Not the worst possible start if you will just think back to the start we had at the previous innings. But 4 runs it is, cut away very well off the meat of the bat. 4 runs, a very, very confident start here from Ben Zanol. Mohsin Khan is going to have to think about how he's going to start restricting those runs here. As we are in the power play, 2 fielders allowed outside the inner circle. We've got a slip in place here. It's bowled a much fuller ball, and that's been driven away. That sounded amazing off the bat. That there's gone right through the covers for 4 runs. And Zanol, we're seeing his experience pay off here. 8 runs off 2 balls. Mohsin Khan. Oh. Wouldn't want to know his what's going through his mind right now. 2 boundaries off the first 2 balls. Very, very confidently played from Zanol. Chase of 154. 38 first 2 balls. From Zanol again. Left arm pace over the wicket. That's been turned away, but that's only found out. It's only found the man there, deep square leg. Protecting the boundary is only going to be a single. That brings Ra Kapoor to the strike.
It's interesting to see Ibrahim Ishaq Mohammed take the gloves today. Shahid Wasif, also on the team, has kept wicket for the Hong Kong side. Very talented of himself. Made the headline news across cricket websites on the world back in the T20 Blitz when he chose to keep wicket using a softball catcher's mask instead of an orthodox helmet. Very good keeper himself, has now found himself stationed at deep square leg while Ishaq Ibrahim has taken the gloves. Here comes Mohsin Khan, inside edge, first ball from Ra Kapoor. Leans into that good of a line delivery outside off stump, trying to play with a bit of an angle back, almost dragged it on. Got him.
Thanks, Nitesh, for that piece of insider information. So yeah, Rakapur faced his first ball here. Tried to lean into that drive, not really connecting very well, only finding an edge, falling safely, of course. Here comes the left armor again. That's kind of chipped itself down the ground. It's been collected by both of the mid-on and mid-off fielders. One ball left to go here. It's a good start, Rakapur. Probably needs a few siders here to get himself in shape. Taking strike here at the end. His partner being a very experienced man. Here comes the last ball of the over. Very good ball. It's driven down for a dot, and that's the end of the first over here. HKCC are 9 without loss. It's a very good start here for the home side. In those first two boundaries, the plum. Very So another left armor coming in, left arm spin bowler. Stop saying.
The little Saiwan spin attack today, probably the most impressive in the competition. Aftab Hussain, Gazamfar Mohammed, and Ehsan Khan all having played as frontline spin bowlers for Hong Kong, not just at various age groups and levels, but actually for the senior Hong Kong men's team. So quite a challenge if HKCC to get through these 12 overs of spin that they're likely to face. One of which will be right now with Aftab Hussain taking the new ball. He's done this job quite a bit before, experience with bowling with the new hard ball. We're looking again early wicket, get a couple of balls to grip and turn, and more importantly, it's a ball that slides on straight and doesn't spin, that the batsmen have to watch out for. Benjamins and all very experienced at this level, knows what to expect. Interesting battle shaping up here. Meanwhile, over at KCC, USRC have got 7 runs the first 2 overs in their chase of 172. If you're watching this stream and you're looking for an extra cricket to watch, that match is also being streamed on YouTube, courtesy of Cricket HQ My Action Replays. Here's Aftab Hussain in the bowl. Oh, it's beautiful. Slightly short of length, a little bit of width, and Benjamin's all just as easy as it like caresses it through the cover region for 4 runs. Small boundaries here at HKCC, very little room for error for the bowlers. An excellent start by Benjamin. 12 runs of 4 balls, 13 runs, sorry, of 4 balls, 3 of which he's dispatched for 4.
That's absolutely right. For the left arm orthodox spinner, spinning it away from the right-hander is normally a good idea, but we're looking at the right-hander's offside, which is the shorter boundary here. So he's gonna have that factor here as well. Aftab Hussain, he runs in here, saunters up to the crease and bowls left arm. That's a foolish delivery, and that's only defended out to point. Here's Dhruv.
Yeah, that was a good ball, I think. It was tough to do anything on it, seeing the strong offside field. So the batsman has cleverly just defended it for a dot ball after getting a boundary of the first.
That's right, yeah, Benzino still on the crease here. He's been beaten with that one, turning quite a bit, as it seems. Benzino beaten. It's only his 6th ball face, but he's already into double figures. He's got 13. Aftab Hussain showing his worth here. Very good from the left arm spinner. Comes in here for his 4th ball of the over. Aftab Hussain runs in, bowls left arm. And that's, once again, just driven away very calmly, trying to get bat on ball there. Very assured stroke. It's covered there at the cover. Very assured at the crease here, Benzino, even having been beaten past the outside edge with the previous delivery. This is the flatter delivery, and that's been swept away. Watched very well from Benjamin Zenol, and that's swept away past the backward point to backward square leg for another 4 runs right in front of the swimming pool.
Yeah, I think the ball was too much on the leg, so Benz and all has brilliantly taken advantage of that. And the spinner will now be looking towards getting the ball turning away like he did in the second ball where Benz and all completely missed it. Using the turn of this wicket wing, the pitch being a little damp from the rain in the afternoon, apologies. Yeah, over, and now the last ball of the over coming in. Yeah, he's just caressed it from out at the back foot towards the short third man, and that's been a satisfactory over for either side. Just having 5 runs of it. Oh, apologies, 8 runs of it.
Yeah, HKCC at the moment, they're 17 without loss after 2 overs at the moment. Projected to get to where they need to be. They require 137 runs off 108. The target run rate is 7.61. So you got a strong batsman here on the non-strikers end here for Mohsin Khan's second over of his spell, this opening spell here. Rag Kapoor faced 3 balls unsuccessfully. Did not score a run off Mohsin Khan. He's going to have to start this one. Comes Mohsin Khan. It's again left arm pace over the wicket. That's foolish, and that's driven right down the ground. It's fielded there by the that looks to be the mid-off fielder. They save that for a single, but Benzanol is back at the striker's crease. The 17 runs have come from 4 fours, so 16 of those 17 boundaries. Very good boundaries they were.
And all hit by Benz and all, he's completely taken charge of this innings here. He started off with positive intent, and he'll be looking on taking HKCC to the win probably in this inning. And Rag Kapoor at the non-strikers and young talent, promising batsman obviously, and he'll be looking to probably take charge of his own and compliment Benz and all in these wonderful shots he's played.
Ehsan Khan marshalling his troops, trying to make some modifications in the field here. While Benjamin's in all the waits, Rag Kapoor getting off the mark with a single at previous ball. Meanwhile, KCC is a cautious start for USRC. 24 no loss from 3.2. They've just started to open up. Shekhawat Ali just hitting a 6 right now. Here comes Mohsin in and defended solidly. Very good ball. Good line, good length. Not much the batsman can do about it. Shekhawat Ali and Omar Mohammed hold the key here for USRC. A young lineup from the newest side to join our Premier League T20 competition. A lot of changes as well in 11 to last weekend's game. So USRC chugging along. You want to check out that stream, feel free to do so. It is on our YouTube, well, on My Action Replays YouTube, but the YouTube link is on our Facebook page and on our YouTube comment section. So do check it out. I think that might have been a genuine edge, or he might have guided. That was a length delivery outside off. Zanol plays it down to third man with Aftab Hussain tidies up. It's going to be a single. Score takes over to 19 for no loss after 2.3.
Yeah, it's a tricky period so far as the power play because Benzanol at the crease, he seems to be a very smart cricketer, not too he has no problem defending the balls that are good from the bowlers, and it also seems he's got no problem picking out the gaps in the field. Did the change here, got a fielder swapping places, but he's come to what looks to be a catching backward point. Is very close to another fielder there. That's probably backward point, right at the edge of the circle here. Sorry. He's got 3 more balls here. Rag Kapoor on strike. Full ball, and that's played and right to the fielder that was just moved. Very good captaincy there.
That's Shahid Waseem's backward point, and I would say that's pretty good captaincy by Ehsan Khan, as he's putting that offside field for the left arm over the wicket pacer, since Benzanol has been picking the gaps quite elegantly through the covers. So Ehsan Khan would be looking to stop that. And that's parried away to backward point, and bit of a fumble, but no problems there for the batsman.
This is the bowler sticking to the plan, bowling the lengths, especially the line where the field has been set to. It's the thing that power point is a tricky period if you haven't got this kind of game plan set up. You've got a very destructive batsman on one side, one that's able to find the gaps. And there are plenty of gaps during the power play, not many people on the boundary as he runs in. Boza, this is up in the air, but I think that's just evaded them, and that's gone to where a fly slip would have been, outside edge. It's just going to take a single right through. Looks like Rag Kapoor is going to stay on strike after that single. As we have it here, HKCC 3 overs are gone and they're 20 without loss.
Yeah, Ra Kapoor was quite fortunate that the outside edge didn't carry on to the fielder. And that has been a good field placement by Ehsan Khan for the previous over of the left arm pacer. And DLSW will be hoping to capitalize on some key points in this game that have been a good turn and a good bounce on this wicket to pick up the wicket of probably Benz and all, who it looks as the key batsman here.
Yes, pressure here on Ra Kapoor at the moment. He's got 2 runs off 7 balls, face strike rate just under 30. And certainly blunting the ball, but if you can hit the balls out of the park, there's no reason to soften it up. It's been getting good balls though. Picking out fielders, not caps. That's up in the air. Aerial, no one wants it, lands safe. They run through for a good single. Ra Kapoor gets off strike, gets his 3rd run, passes it over here to Benzanol.
Yeah, I just think that Ra Kapoor is trying too hard to get some runs for him. I think that if he plays a steady innings, just complementing Benzema, who has been scoring the runs, it will be a pretty good innings because the score isn't that high. It's just 154 required. And I think you need some decent pivotal batting there from either of the openers. While Benzema looks at Ra Kapoor has been picking out the edges. So that's elegantly sweep, but straight to the fielder at square leg for a dot ball.
Seeing it very well. Only faced about 12 balls. Wouldn't say he's entirely set, but he looks very confident indeed. Well, here he is facing again Aftab Hussain, this slow left arm orthodox spinner. That's up. That has landed safely. And I think they're only going to go for a 2. It's a very good stroke. I think he was just a little bit mistimed. If it was just a little later on the stroke, might have gone way up in the air. Just a little earlier would have smashed its way to the boundary, perhaps even for 6. That brings up Benzanol's 20.
Yeah, it was just not in the middle. Otherwise, it would have been a powerful stroke. But nevertheless, pretty elegant from Benzanol. And he has been showing extremely positive intent here.
It's a flatter delivery, and it's definitely turned on its way down. Benzanol beaten once again by the left arm orthodox spinner outside the outside edge. He has scored 2 boundaries off this very bowler. The 2nd over of this innings. Here it comes again. Full caught. That ends the battle here. He's won. He's taken it. Aftab Hussain brilliantly caught off his own bowling. And Benzanol's gone for 20. Caught and bowled by Aftab Hussain.
Yeah, I think that was great bowling, first of all, by Aftab Hussain after beating him in the previous ball. And this time, Benzanol trying to go for runs has been caught, unfortunately. And I think if had Benzanol been a little more patient, he would have stuck there for a long time because he looked confident and was playing some really good strokes. But unfortunately, he has fallen and Aftab Hussain has struck with a brilliant wicket and an important one nevertheless for DLSW.
Meanwhile, over at USRC, we've completed 4 overs in the run chase. We're in the 5th over. Umar Mohammad has just put away Jay Davidson for 6. Ali Shkawat and Umar Mohammad picking up the pace in the run chase. USRC 36 for no loss. As we reach the end of the 5th over. This is down at KCC. Meanwhile, here, Aftab Hussain has just got an early wicket. Benjamin Zamal. This one's caught on bowl. That brings Rory Keynes, the keeper batsman, into the crease. Rory Keynes, of course, one of the leading run scorers across all forms of cricket in Hong Kong last season. Prolific batsman. Oh, my mistake. Sorry, the scoreboard had it wrong. It's Kinshit Shah's coming. There we go. Kinshit Shah's in. Everyone knows the Hong Kong international batsman. Played some wonderful innings in the Asia Cup as well as the Asia Cup qualifiers for Hong Kong. Had a very good year in national colours and also a very good part-time spin bowler. Bowled well today. 1 for 21 in 4 overs. His brother Ninad Shah joining him at HKCC for the season. They both are in the 11. Kinshit here batting higher up the order. While over at KCC, 5 overs have been completed, and USRC a 42 for no loss. A very strong reply in this run chase. USRC playing the first ever Premier League T20. Do check out that live stream if you wish. The links are in our Facebook page and the comic section of both the Facebook and YouTube live streams. Action resuming here. Final ball off the 4th over.
Thanks to Tesh. Aftab Hussain's picked up a very sharp chance off his own bowling. Came right back at him. But to his credit, he's been bowling very tight lines and lengths and pressuring the batsman into his own mistake. That's the final ball of the over there. Much fuller length, full straight, and the batsman just smothering that one down for no run. After 4 overs, HKCC are 23 for 1, a very economical second over there, only going for 3 runs, taking a wicket as well of the dangerous Benjamins and all.
Yeah, Ehsan Khan was definitely looking for that early wicket of the dangerous batsman, and he's banked upon one of his best men to do it, Aftab Hussain. The reliable off spinner for Hong Kong team has delivered, as we saw, and here incoming Mohsin Khan for his 3rd over.
Yeah, this looked good so far. He's bowling. He's bowled 2 overs, only conceded 12 runs. Not too bad in this format of the game as he comes into Raj Kapoor. Left arm, and he smashes that one. There's a man out there at the cover boundary. So that's only going to be restricted to a single here. Once again, boundaries at the HK Hong Kong Cricket Club is rather short. Man on the boundary, just a single. So Raj Kapoor moves to 4 runs off 9 balls. Kinshit Shah at the crease now. Bit of a change in the field here. It's a stacked offside. Up, man on the boundary. Point boundary is coming back into the circle to make way for the mid-wicket boundary man. Runs and bowls. That's a full ball. And that's smashed away. That's a very good shot here. With very experience, well, from the experience and very talented, of course, Kinshit Shah. Right through the covers.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Stand and deliver from Kinshit Shah. One for the cameras, definitely. He just smashed that, and the fielders had no chance to even touch that ball. It's whizzed past through to deep extra cover and for 4.
Wilson comes in, runs again. That's been left alone. Very well judged leave at the end.
Yeah, you don't get to see something like that often, right? In T20s, kind of a test match thing, but nevertheless quite entertaining to watch. It's a skill in itself, I believe.
I'd even have been a little bit worried after seeing that one. The bounce stayed so low. Looking right back on your screen, it's at its height, actually. Not as high as he thought it would be. But either way, Shah. Left-handed batsman. The crease here. It's a left-arm bowler. Left alone again. It's wide this time. That was what he was looking for last time. Why do I have to re-bowl that one?
Yeah, the bowler from bowling left arm over with the packed offside, he's trying to get Kinshit to play and probably give them a catch at backward point or point. And that's when Kinshit has been intelligently responding by leaving the risky balls.
And he bowls. That's trapped him right in front. And they'll run through. Let's see what the umpire thinks. Well, there was bat involved. No buys given. It's going to be a single off the toe end. It might have been a bit of an edge.
That was a beautiful surprise. A fast Yorker onto the legs of Kinshit. And he seems to have luckily got some bat on that. Otherwise, it would have been a close call for him.
Raj Kapoor back on strike, right-hander back on the crease as we see a reflection of the field. We'll have to stay on their toes. Right-left-hand combination here. Mohsin Khan has 2 more balls left in this delivery. Here's to Raj Kapoor. Up in the air. Well, that is aerial. Who wants that? Looks like the man at mid-on gets there, and he does get it. Raj Kapoor has been under pressure for a bit, wasn't able to get the runs. As the young man departs here for 4 runs. He's caught at mid-on off the bowling of Mohsin Khan, who has toiled well for this wicket.
Yeah, I think as I said, Ra Kapoor was trying to get runs too many in a difficult situation. And here he's trying to hook it on above probably deep mid wicket or cow corner, but it's just gone up and straight to the field at mid on, who makes a simple but yet well judged catch to dismiss Ra Kapoor. Well bowled Mohsin Khan.
While HKCC struggled in the run chase here at 30 for 2 in the 5th over. It was Israr Ahmed taking the catch there, playing his first game in Hong Kong League cricket. Israr Ahmed being thrown straight into the deep end of the Premier League. Well judged catch there, excellently done by Israr. So while we have HKCC struggling a little bit in the run chase, USRC are flying. They've brought up their 50 in the power play. They're 51 for 1 after 6.1 overs. Ali Kawat and Omar Mohammed finding the small boundaries of KC to their likings. 171 may not prove sufficient for the home side. Exciting game is unfurling. If you are in the area, please do drop by the ground. Admission is free, and you can also watch the stream on YouTube, the link to which has been shared on our Facebook and YouTube comment section, as well as on our Cricket Hong Kong Facebook page. Meanwhile, over here, Mohsin Khan has just taken his first wicket of the day. 30 for 2 HKCC in the run chase as Luke Jones, leading run scorer and batsman of the season in Sunday League Division 1 last year. Walks Miller joined Kinchin Shah, who was on strike. Inside edges that ball. Very good. Mohsin Khan's looked very dangerous when he's found his length, right? When he's got his length. He's looked very good. He's found his length. And right there again, he's got the inside edge from Kinchin Shah to the pads. 30 for 2 and 5 overs. And according to our umpires, they might be 1 over behind the over rate.
Yeah, I think we can see a reflection of the first innings here from HKCC. They've been making quite similar mistakes to as what DLSW had made while trying to pick out many good balls to hit runs, and they've clearly lost wickets to that. And obviously, there's also been quite impressive bowling from the left arm spinner and Mohsin Khan, the left arm pacer, to dismiss a batsman each. And there's one more over of the power play remaining, and hopefully, the new batsman Luke Jones, top scorer, can make some use of that. Since, as we can see, there is no man deep on the offside.
So we've got two left-handed batsmen here on the crease. And Ihsan Khan. All right, Ihsan Khan has brought himself on, captain here of the Little Saiwan Cricket Club. To the newcomer to the crease here, Luke Jones. As you heard, he's got quite the CV. You're looking to bring HKCC to the target here after having a very good and positive start in the first few overs. Now, after 5 overs, they have lost 2 wickets here for 30 runs.
Skipper Ihsan Khan has brought in the ball. This HKCC side, of course, plenty of depth in batting as Ihsan comes in around the wicket to the left-hander. Ihsan Khan loves bowling the left-handers, as do most finger spinners, and that's a good ball first off. Squirts into the offside. Luke Jones in defense. This HKCC batting lineup. You have the likes of Ryan Buckley, played for Durham, took a 5-wicket haul for Durham, but not required to bowl today. Was considered surplus requirements. Also a very capable batsman in himself. You've got Ninad Shah, Kinch's younger brother, yet to bat as well. You've got Isaac Poole, and capable batsman as well. So there's quite a bit of talent left to come. Jata Subramaniam has scored a lot of runs at youth level, and that's a lovely shot. He just waited back there on the back foot. Luke Jones let the ball come to him, cut it through the cover region for 4 more for the score, and Luke Jones is away. A boundary to start, continuing on his form from last season.
That was very useful. Very good stroke there, especially against the off spinner. Playing it with the spin. And right arm off spinner against left-hander is going to be very. Oh, and that's the ball. That was exactly what I was just talking about. The right arm off spinner. What they can do against left-handed, and as there are 2 left-handed batsmen at the crease, is signed, but it's a very good stroke to get to that boundary from Luke Jones, the previous one. Here it comes again. Fuller delivery, this one. Fast, full, flat. Just played back to the keeper.
Yeah, this is turning out to be a great battle between 2 heavyweights, Luke Jones and Ihsan Khan, both hitting their best. And Ihsan Khan has bowled a brilliant delivery of the last one. And he's been quite effective, as we know. being a veteran spinner and the captain of the team. While Luke Jones also a great talent, great shots, and he's well parried it out to backward point for no run. But that's good batting and intelligent bowling as well from Ehsan Khan. And there's one more ball remaining for the over. Let's see what Luke Jones has in mind for this one.
This is all going to be down to the line and length that Ehsan Khan bows. This is a flatter delivery, and that is, once again, just smacked into the ground, taking a lot of pace off the ball. Luke Jones finds the time to just rock back on his, pull this one away, front of square. And for 4 runs, that brings HKCC to 38 for 2. Partnership's 8. And, well, they're going to have to put in a bit more effort here. They require a further 116 runs to win off 84 balls remaining. Target run rate has increased now to 8.3.
Yeah, Luke Jones straight away targeting the bowlers. Hit some really elegant shots of Ehsan Khan. And now on strike, we have Kinchit Shah coming in for the 7th over is again Mohsin Khan for his final over. That's an interesting decision from the captain to finish off Mohsin Khan immediately. Seeing that he's a very talented bowler, one would expect him to bowl at the death. But well, Ehsan Khan obviously has something up his mind, and let's see what it is.
Yeah, opening bowler just going through all 4 of his overs now. Again, bowling has been very economical. He's taken 1 wicket for the price of 19 runs off his 3 overs. Here he comes for his final over. Again, HKCC are 38 for 2. You can see this in the background of your picture. Kinchit Shah is facing here. He's left that one alone, and the umpires called that a wide. Trying a little hard to get him to, I think he's trying to invite the drive here, seeing as there is quite a stacked offside to this left-hander. No slip in place. Perhaps not looking for the edge. Mohsin Khan coming in for a second ball here, running in, runs in, bowls over the wicket, and that's been dabbed away. It's very useful batting. They're trying to run on the misfield here. It's not something you always want to do, but they've gone away with it. And they'll sneak a single.
Yeah, not a convincing throw from the fielder. The ball slipped, but it would have been close had he had a direct hit or a close throw. And the batsmen were lucky to get that single. And DLSW will be hoping to avoid such mistakes coming now.
So just taking his time here to get ready to face the next ball. Meanwhile, over at KCC, Ezaz Khan and Dan Paskov pull things back for the Colin Cricket Club. USRC's run rate dropping a bit as they're 56 for no loss after 8 overs. They are chasing 172 down at the Colin Cricket Club. Quite a bit of task ahead of them. Meanwhile, here, Mohsin Khan bowls into the body of Luke Jones, who works it into the leg side. There's a man out there in the deep. He runs in, keeps him down to just a single. Luke gets off strike. 41 for 2 off 6.2.
Yeah, probably not the line that he was looking for. I don't think this field is particularly set for the ball going right onto the pads. And as such, he's worked that away into the big gaps here onto the onside. See the stack. That's probably why he got that wide in the first ball, just trying to keep it on that offside. But here he comes again, Mohsin Khan. 3rd ball. That's a good ball there. It's really, a nice full one, and it's got the batsman doing exactly what the bowler wants, just to hit that away into the offside.
Yeah, there's good planning here from the captain, and if the bowlers stick to it, it'll be quite a contest here for HKCC to chase that score, because the plan is a rigorous one and an attacking one where they're trying to limit the flow of runs and trying to get the batsman under pressure. Yeah. Same intent there. The batsman has just caressed the ball to short 3rd man, but they've decided to take a single on that, and it has been a close encounter had it been a direct hit. But they've stolen the single, and that was brilliantly fielded as well from the fielder that at backward point.
That would have been quite close. Unfortunately, we don't have a side-on camera to have a look at that. Perhaps in the future, but no promises. from the idea of the field, it seemed it would have been very close, but here comes. That's a good shot. Nice balanced drive. Once again, trying to get a direct hit. They scamper through for a single. Mohsin Khan now about to bowl his final ball of this innings. He's taken a wicket for 24 runs. It's very, very good defending at the moment. His economy 6.26. The target run rate has gone up since the last time I reported it. It's now 8.43. Mohsin Khan runs in for his final ball, bowls it very nice onto the legs. It's lucky not to get away with more than that. No overthrows either. Well covered, and they'll go for a single. And that's going to be it for Mohsin Khan. 1 for 25 from his 4 overs. That's very economical bowling indeed. I think Ehsan Khan is going to continue here. It's going to be bowling towards Kinshit Shah. At the moment, 7 overs are gone. HKCC are 44 for 2, and Little Taiwan are doing a very good job of protecting their 153, which is now looking quite the competitive target.
Yeah, definitely. They've been playing towards the plan. They've been going towards the plan of the captain and sticking to their basics. And it has definitely paid them off 2 early wickets of Rak Kapoor and Benz and all. But here we have Luke Jones and experienced KD Shah looking to steer HKCC to a better run rate, hopefully. But as of now, the plan for them probably would be just to play off the overs and get off a good run rate and try to get set. And that's a beautiful stroke. But there's a fielder there, and it'll be just a single back at deep extra cover. Good intent from Luke Jones, but a fielder there to stop the ball from going for the boundary.
A very good shot. Sounding great off the bat, isn't it? Perhaps on a larger ground, that would have been for 2. There was no fielder in that gap. They had to chase for it. Unfortunately, to the dimensions, that's only down to 1. That's down towards the leg, drifting down the leg side, and they're able to run 2 this time. On the shorter boundary, no less. So let's hit the batsman on the way back. That's no harm done, indeed. So 2 runs taken from that one. Just line was a little bit off there from Ehsan Khan, allowing the batsman to play that into the leg side. There are a significantly fewer number of fielders, but just as I say that, there's another man coming in to the leg side, just in the mid-wicket region. So it's Luke Jones facing and plays this one to its merit. It's a good ball and just gets down and smothers it. Sound has 2 more to go. It's been very, very good so far. Jones facing. Off spinner. That's very good defense. Watching it very well here. He's very watchful, Luke Jones. But he's not afraid to go after the bad ones. That's where his 12 runs have come from so far. Smart batting. He runs in, bows, beaten outside the outside edge, and they're still able to run. It's beating the keeper. That's probably going to be buys. F4. That's going to be 4, and they're going to be 4 buys. The signal is, I think that's Shiroi Vatra. That's a 50 up here for HKCC.
Yeah, how many times we've seen the ball beating the keeper after the turn? Yeah, the pitch is giving a lot of grip to the ball, to the spinners, and even the keeper is finding it tough to keep up with the turn. And that's been unfortunate extras for DLSW over great bowling. That's a bit short, but just put down to long off. And a bit of a variation there from Ehsan Khan trying to try something new. But it's just a single.
What it is, that was a very good shot there from Jones. May not have scored a lot of runs, but it's one of those, just get right on top of the bounce of the ball and just play that right back down the ground. It's a good single to keep himself on strike as well, as he's 13 from the same amount of balls at the moment. Side Kinshit Shah, 9 from 10.
As mentioned earlier, Little Taiwan have one of the strongest spin attacks in the league. Coming on now to bowl the Hong Kong under-19 spin bowling all-rounder Mehran Zeb. Zamfar Muhammad yet to bowl is also off the sleeve, whereas Aftab Hussain and Ehsan Khan each have 2 overs to go. It's a bit of an uphill battle for HKCC against the spinners. Meanwhile, at KCC, USRC have got a platform. They got 74 no loss after the first 10 overs, with Ali Shekhawat and Umar Mohammad going strong. Some of the change bowlers have bowled well for KCC. Atiq Iqbal, Azaz Khan, and Dan Pascoe returning economical figures so far. And there's plenty of batting depth as well in USRC, but now they've got to get 100 runs in the next 10 overs. It's shaping up well. They've got 10 wickets in hand. So if you do want to follow the game, do tune in to the live stream. Links have been shared on our social media platforms. You can also follow the scores live on Cricinfo and on CricHQ. Whereas over here, HKCC need another 102 runs in the next 12 overs, a lot of which are going to be bowled by spin. Mehran Zeb into bowl to Luke Jones.
Zeb here for spin. Right arm off. That's been driven down to long off for a single. Very regulation the way that these batsmen are finding ways to score. It's Luke Jones again keeping up his 100% strike rate. Bring Kinshit Shah to the other side. Once again, off spin is probably the better idea here. It's a good solution for these two left-handed batsmen. As Zeb runs in bowls, it's into the pitch, and that's been cut away very well. Will still be a single. It's probably saved 4. But once again, that sounded very good off the bat. Seeing these very well.
And there's good feeling back at backward point. He's dived in to save probably 4 crucial runs and just given off a single. Mehran Zeb looks promising from around the wicket. And that's a similar shot. It's a straight shot third man for a dot ball.
A discipline so far, keeping the same line, same length, making the batsman play where he wants to play. Luke Jones there, going aerial, going a little bit more aggressive, trying to find that gap. There's a bit of a gap there in the offside. Looks to be a deep mid wicket and a deep extra cover. Yeah, find that gap. Fortunate not to be able to. Dabbing this one down to square leg. Oh no, it's not square. Sorry, that's just point. Yep. Shah's on 10 from 12. Mehran Zeb going through this over very quickly. Done for 3 off this first over. This is last ball. So Zeb actually started off as a batsman. Right. It started off as a batsman, but over the course of a while, he just ended up becoming a part-time spinner, but still a batsman. Right? Still a batsman. He's done a reverse Steve Smith, is what he's done. There is the end of the end of the 9th over here. HKCC are 56 for 2, and the target run rate is upward. It keeps going up here. Is 8.9 now. So we've got a change in bowling here. So we've got Ghazanfar Mohammed coming in to start his spell.
Inaudible. Yet another in the army of little Saiwan spinners, Ghazanfar Mohammed, the leg spinner, will be spinning it into the 2 left-handers. While at KCC, a wicket has just fallen, but action here first. Ghazanfar into bowl right away. First ball. It doesn't take time to get a sider. Kinshit Shah, he decides to go for the big slog sweep. He's missed it, and the keeper's missed it, and it's 4 byes. So that's he's got the result he wanted. Kinshit, but probably not the way he would have wanted it. But it's 4 runs nonetheless. 4 more to HKCC, takes him to 60 for 2. Ibrahim Ishaq, not a regular keeper, and he's got a bit of a challenge here with these spinners bowling in tandem. He's got to tighten it up here a bit, but yes, over at KCC, 77 for 1 USRC as Umar Mohammed has been dismissed by Atiq Iqbal, caught behind. Ghazanfar is in here to bowl. Kinshit nails that sweep shot, but there is protection in the deep. Deals Zemi as a throw, and it's just 1 run. The score ticks on a 61 for 2 and 9.2. Ghazanfar, affectionately known by his teammates as Ganguly, because he's long and gangly. So, also known as the Big G, Ghazanfar Mohammed, a student at Polytechnic University of Hong Kong. Achieved quite a lot in his young cricket career so far. Exciting talent. Was only playing Saturday League cricket just a couple of seasons ago. And a quick rise for him. Very talented player. Slightly short of a length. It's come off the pads. It's going to be leg byes. That's the 6th run of this over in 3 balls, out of which 5 have not come off the bat. Only 1 run off the bat so far, but 6 runs nonetheless. HKCC will take them no matter how they come. Exciting match shaping up here. We're entering the halfway stage, and KCC need about 8 and over, 8.5 at this moment. So shaping up well because they've got batting depth. They've got a few hitters to come. And Lil Simon's got a lot of spinners, so HKCC know what to expect when they come out of the bat. But this is high quality spin bowling, probably some of the best you'll see at club cricket in Hong Kong. The Lil Simon Club. Famous for this. And the pitch has taken some turn here. We saw Chata Subramaniam's leg spinners prove very effective earlier today. That's driven down to long off, a little fuller, a little wider. Batsman easily down to long off for a comfortable single. As we approach the last 2 balls of this over, it's 62 for 2. Apologies if our score overlay updates have frozen for a bit. You can see the scorecard in the background. Hopefully that is keep you up to date as the match progresses. He's wrapped on the patch. He's gone up. Oh, he's given it. That's out. Probably hit him right in front of the middle stump. The batsman doesn't seem happy, but are they ever happy about given out LBW? Bit of frustration here from Luke Jones. He's batting well. He probably thinks that ball might have spun down leg side a bit, but looked adjacent from where we are. We don't have a great view of it from our angle, but it looked all right. Yeah, we're going to look at a replay of it now. We can see the replay, but it's hidden from the pads. Definitely hidden from the stumps. Question if it was spinning. Question is if it would have spun on past leg stump. The umpire didn't think so. Umpire thinks that is out. Ghazanfar Mohammed, instant success at a wicket in his first over, 5th ball, and it's off the dangerous-looking Luke Jones. He was batting very, very well. Luke Jones, former MCC young cricketer, a full-time coach here at HKCC, and a very talented player, leading run scorer in our Sunday League cricket last season. One batsman of the year. Also a talented leg spinner, also considered surplus to the bowling requirements. HKCC themselves boasting a pretty strong bowling attack in terms of spinners, but only had Isaac and Kinchit bowl their spin, and Jata, former Durham spinner Ryan Buckley, not required with the ball, and neither was Luke Jones, a good leg spinner himself. Into bat now is Rory Keynes, the keeper batsman. Scored a lot of runs for, I think it's Rory Keynes. It's actually Ninad Shah. The scoreboard keeps throwing me off. I'm apology. I trust that scoreboard a little too much. It's Ninad Shah, brother of Kinchit Shah, who's come in the middle. Played for KCC last season. This is his first season as an HKCC Premier League player. Has moved all clubs to join his brother. He's going to face the last ball. Both the Shah brothers, very talented, spin bowling all-rounders, both left-handed batsmen. Difference being that Ninad bowls with his left hand, while Kinchit bowls with his right. Both very talented fielders too, and Ninad Shah, formerly a student at HKU. He's now on strike against Ghazanfar Mohammed. This shows there's a lot of young talent on display here in Hong Kong, not just in this Premier League game, but also in the women's game we saw earlier today. We had young Jia Shapori, only 11 years old, bowled very well in the women's league game today morning. And we've got quite a few university students here. Mehran Zeb himself, a first-year student at Vocational Training College. And Ghazanfar Mohammed, a student at Poly U, running into bowl to Ninad Shah. Down leg side, that's probably going to be a wide, and Shiroi signals it. Score has ticked over to 64 for 3. That wicket now bringing things into a balance a bit here for Lil Saiwan. HKCC, quite a lot of left-handers in the middle order. They've got the 2 Shah brothers, very talented. Out there in the middle, as Ghazanfar Mohammed runs into bowl, the tall leg spinner comes into bowl and slightly flatter outside off stump. Good length delivery, not much room to play. Very nice cut by Ninad Shah, but he's found the fielder point, and that's the over. As Mehran Zeb really quickly runs in. Lil Saiwan were slightly behind the over rate earlier on today, but they seem to have picked it up. The spinners running through the covers quite quickly. Mehran Zeb, especially famous in Hong Kong League cricket for being very quick between his overs. Not just the line length that stifles you, it's the fact that you don't have time between deliveries to adjust and get used to it. And before you know it, he's gone through 3-4 balls and he's collected dot balls. So he's been doing a good job. And I think we're going to have a change in keeper. If I am not mistaken, looks like Shahid Wasif might be getting a helmet here. Just give me a moment to confirm this. Yes, Shahid Wasif has returned at his role as wicketkeeper. I think he's probably sporting a niggle of some sort, which is why you saw Ibrahim Shah keep wicket for the first half of this innings. But now, after a couple of byes in the last few overs, they've gone back to Shahid Wasif, an excellent wicketkeeper himself, very talented player. And he's going to keep wicket to Mehran Zeb, who's in the bowl to Kinshit Shah, who cuts that away into deep point, deep extra coverage region. Only going to be 1 run. The other side won't mind that HKCC now needing about 90 runs off the back 10 overs, close to 9 over at the moment. So pressure is building. A good audience has turned out to watch this game. Plenty of people also watching it by the swimming pool as Mehran Zeb comes into bowl. It's a slower ball, good line, good length. Ninad Shah pushes into cover for no run. Plenty of chatter also in our comment section on YouTube and Facebook as people trying to discuss who they think will win. I think a lot of people are supporting Lil Saiwan. They think they're ahead of the game at the moment. Oh, quicker and shorter. Not sure if that was needed from Mehran. The stock ball was working fine, but doesn't cost him too much. Ninad nails the full shot, but there's protection out there in the deep, so it's only going to be 1 run. Now someone's commented that they think the chasing team's going to win this game. HKCC obviously well set. 2 exciting run chases happening in the Premier League as Mehran Zeb slowers that one down. Signaled wide by the umpire, but too wide of the batsman there. And the umpire signaled, so the score goes on to 67. The scoreboard in the background shows Mohsin Khan bowling his 5th over. That is inaccurate. This is a T20. This over is being bowled by Mehran Zeb. Now Mohsin Khan, we will update our score overlay shortly. For now, you just need to focus on the fact that it's 68 for 3. 68 for 3. We got 2 balls to come this over. Live scores are, of course, available on Cricinfo and CricetQ. Links are in the comments section. Please check them out. Slightly fuller and slightly flatter, driven down to long off of the fielder feels complete. It's a tidy over this from Mehran Zeb, just singles and a wide. Wouldn't mind this at all, whereas Ninad Kinchit was just trying to rebuild. Kinchit having already played about 16 deliveries. Probably is going to start getting a move on any moment here. Mehran Zeb quickly into the final ball of this over. Oh, it's in the air. There's a yellow. Catch it. Ibrahim Ishaq thinks the fielder. He takes the catch. If that's Ibrahim Ishaq, that would justify him taking out the gloves. He's actually a very good fielder. Ibrahim, we're just going to get confirmation who took that catch. But a very good catch and a very big wicket there from Mehran Zeb. Running through the overs, pressure was building. Kinshit had to have a go, had to start opening up, playing some shots. The run rate was mounting up. He's hit that straight to the fielder at long off. Just going to get a confirmation on who the fielder is any moment. Yes, it was indeed Ibrahim Ishaq taking on the long off fielding position after wicket keeping for 10 overs. He's a very safe pair of hands in the field. He's a very good fielder, Ibrahim. A long-term player for Lil Saiwan, has also played for Hong Kong under-19 in the past. Also worked alongside me in Haiko for a few years. So that was fun. So good catch there from Ibrahim. Well done there. And a big wicket for Lil Saiwan, 69 for 4. Then Kinshit Shah, Hong Kong batsman, star batsman, has holed out to the deep. And Ryan Buckley off Durham, took a 5-wicket haul on debut for Durham in first-class cricket. Unfortunately, wasn't kept on at the club, but their loss is Hong Kong's gain, especially Hong Kong Career Club's gain. Ryan Buckley, a committed, hard-working coach, has been a vital asset to the club, not just on the field, but off the field. Has helped a lot of kids and a lot of players develop their skills. And he's out there in the middle of a game to win. 9 overs to go, and they need 85 runs in 9 overs. Kazam from Muhammad on to bowl. That was the final ball of that over, 69 for 4 in 11. It's Ninad Shah. Oh my God, Ninad Shah has nailed that one. Lost for words. That's the best shot of the day, arguably, isn't it? It's a lost ball. He's just got his foot to the ball, hit the leg spinner with the spin, over wide long on. It's a huge 6. It's gone out of the ground. After I was saying things will find the ball, I think he will not. I think the spare balls are coming out there. Gandhi, the third umpire, bringing them onto the field. And it looks like it's gone out of the ground. Yes. Someone on the road's going to find that ball. They're going to keep an expensive $400 kookaburra, take it back home. Nice little souvenir. If you are in the neighborhood, do drop by to the ground. If not to watch the match and to collect the very expensive balls that we keep losing. As we wait for the spare balls to come back, a quick update on what's happening over at KCC. USRC 90 for 2 after 13.1 overs as Daniel Butt makes his way to the middle. A wicket has just fallen. Ehsan Abbasi, and a Hong Kong middle order batsman, not kicking off today. 4 of 7. He battled well in the first game. Battled hard there against the PACC spinners. KCC, of course, making 171. in their 20 overs. USRC now 90 for 2 in 13.2 overs. They've got a platform, but they've got a lot of work to do. 80 runs in 7 overs, a quad rate of around 10 or 11. Quite a big task ahead of USRC. KCC have been economical. Dan Pascoe in his third over has given just 13 runs so far, whereas Atiq Iqbal, medium pace of 3 overs, 1 for 16. Azaz Khan, 2 overs for 6. And Jay Davidson, the fast bowler from Namibia, 1 for 22 and 3. Okay, Zamfar Mohammed into bowl. We've got a spare ball. Ninad Shah punches that off the back foot. Not more than a defensive push, but he timed it perfectly. And it's 1 run down to long on. Brings Ryan Buckley on to strike, a right-handed batsman. This is where Zamfar Mohammed might thrive a bit more, taking the ball away from the batsman rather than spinning it in. We saw Jata Subramaniam earlier this innings bowl very well. Leg spinner spinning the ball away from the right-handers, very effective. We also saw Kasha Yusuf bowl an excellent spell for the Little Saiwan Wasps in the Women's League game earlier today morning. That was also live streamed on our YouTube and Facebook page. If you missed that game, do check out the whole match replay. It's available on both pages. Ganapur runs in slightly short outside off stump. Buckley dabs it down to short third man. It's a dot ball. We have discussion on the field setting as Hassan Khan wants to make a few changes here, keep players alert and aware about where they need to be, especially for backing up the throw from the third man, I think. Because for running through his overs here nicely now. Good comeback after being hit for 6 first ball, and he bowled a very good first over. Very full ball there. Buckers doing the right thing, just leaning into it and tapping it down. Too long gone, where Aftab Hussain fields for a single. Akasha Yusuf, of course, taking 2 wickets earlier today morning in the Wasps versus Willow Wielders game. 2 big wickets as well. The Willow Wielders were going well in their run chase till Akasha Yusuf struck, dismissing Tracy Walker and Mariko Hill in the same over, essentially killing off their run chase and helping Little Saiwan pull off a 15-run victory. The men's team now here trying to make it 2 for 2 for Little Saiwan here at HKCC, trying to emulate the success of the women's team. They too have opted to bat first. Well, HKCC opted to bowl first, but the women's game, Shenzhen when they toss chose to bat. So 2 run chases here for Little Saiwan HKCC. Can they win both of them? 78 for 4 after 11.5 as Zamfar Mohammed runs in to bowl to Ryan Buckley again. Beats him on the outside edge of the appeal, and they're celebrating. Shirai Vacha was like, what's happening? Shirai Vacha has his hands out as in, what are you appealing for? And knowing Shirai Vacha, he probably actually said those words to the players. What are you appealing for? 12 overs through, 78 for 4. Excellent delivery there from Zamfar to finish the over, beating Ryan Buckley on the outside edge. Another good over, another tight over, especially continues to build here. HKCC now have 8 overs to go and need another 76 runs to win, nearly 10 and over. And we talked a lot about the quality of Little Saiwan's spin attack, but they've gone for Haroon Arshad. Haroon Arshad, one of the most promising young pace bowlers in the country, had good success in the Hong Kong T20 Blitz. For those of you who watched it, I believe he played for the Galaxy Gladiators Lantau, earned the trust of Kumar Sangakkara and bowled a lot of important spells for them. Very effective, very young man. He's about 20, 21 years of age, very talented, very quick, very dangerous, and he's come on to bowl now. So it's a strong bowling attack from Little Saiwan to be able to have a man like Haroon Arshad up your sleeve to bring in a situation like that to change the pace up a little bit. Of course, Ehsan Khan himself still has 2 overs up his sleeve. Aftab Hussain has 2 overs to go. Zamfar Mohammed has only bowled 2 overs so far, and we saw 2 tidy overs from Mehran Zeb. So a lot of spin to come. The only spinner to have bowled out so far was Aftab Hussain. Has he bowled out yet, or has he got some overs in hand? Let's just check with our Mohsin Khan, the only bowler, left-arm fast bowler. Every spinner in the attack still has 2 overs left in hand. Mohsin Khan, the left-arm fast bowler, bowling out with a new ball. Here comes Haroon Arshad into bowl Ninad Shah. Powerful run-up, powerful delivery. It's popped up in the air, slightly short of a length. I don't think Ninad expected it to leap the way it did. Not quite in control of it, but falls safe. Lots of chat now in our YouTube chat box. If you are enjoying the game and enjoying our commentary, please do leave a comment, leave a feedback, get involved in the discussion. Meanwhile, over at KCC, Shawat Ali, who hasn't played league cricket in Hong Kong for a couple of years, making his comeback in this Premier League, in only his 2nd innings, has scored a 50. The 3rd 50 of this competition. Excellent innings from Ali Shawat. 98 for 2 after 14.4. USRC batting well, but might fall short of KCC's target of 172. Going to need some big hits and need them soon. Azaz Khan bowling very economically, as was Dan Pascoe. Dan Pascoe, of course, 3 overs for 13 runs. Very good spell in those conditions down at KCC. A live stream of that is also available. check out our Facebook and YouTube stream comment sections. And Harun Hashad into bowl to Ryan Buckley. Called no ball right away by the umpire. I think he's overstepped there. We're going to have a free hit. That ball itself was full and straight. Buckers tapping into a leg side for a single. And it's going to be a free hit. Apologies for a score overlay being a bit far behind. If you are watching the stream, the scorecard in the background of your feed will have the accurate score. You can see 81 for 4 of 12.1 there. We will update the score shortly. I'm going to pass the mic now back to our commentator, Chan and Dhruv, to guide you through the free hit and the rest of this match.
Thanks for that extended cameo there, Nitesh. As Harun Hashad, bit of a disappointing first ball there. That no ball, he's already conceded 3 runs in 2. At the moment, the target run rate is well above 9 runs per over. And runs in bowls, and that's smack. That sounded great off the bat, but that's only succeeded in finding the mid-on fielder. Gets through for a single. Try and Buckley back strike. Well, they require a further 71 runs off 47 balls. Target run rate at 9. Oh, my apologies. I think that's been called another no ball, so this is still another free hit. That's been smashed now. That's a free hit to take, and that's gone behind. That's another no ball. Well, Harun Hashad, something wrong with the run-up, and as the fielders run over there and try to find that ball that's fallen into the bushes. Hopefully it's not going to be another lost ball. Again, it's another 400 Kookaburra. Very expensive games, these. As expensive as the bowling. 72 the economy so far for Harun Hashad. I've never seen anything like it. He's lost 12 runs from 1 ball.
But obviously, he's a great talent and he'll be hoping to make a comeback in this over. He has 5 balls left and anything can happen, when under pressure. And I would just like to point out that now HKCC would like to use that right and left combination to steer their team through a better run rate. And this combination will put the pressure on the bowler because it's tough to bowl right and left constantly. You have to keep varying your length and your line, speaking as a bowler. And definitely the field changing and the dynamics this brings will obviously be an advantage for HKCC using that left and right hand and partnership from experienced Ryan Buckley and Ninad Shah.
We've had 3 no balls here. Harun coming back fantastically with that Yorker. Cuts him in half. And I think now we've just got clarification. There's only been 2 legal balls this over so far. Harun Hashad, very talented, quick, but just having a bit of a bad day. We've seen this happen. We saw earlier today morning, Riza Wines bowled 5 wides in a row, but she did take the wicket of Shanzeen Shehzad in the women's game. So, even good bowlers have tough patches, and Harun's just going to find his way back here now. He's got to find his way back. The benefit of Lil One's position here is they've got runs to play with. Oh, that's a wide. He's gone down leg side there. He's been given a wide, so that's 13 of this over with 4 balls to come. We think chatter here about what's happening here in the field. I think everything's okay though now at the moment. Bit of wind blowing across, nice overcast day, nice cool day. It was really hot earlier in the morning. Harun Hashad is trying to find his way back here into this game. 91 for 4 for 12.2. 3 no balls. Very unusual situation here. And then the ball is up for the wide. But here he comes to bowl. Oh, he's called no ball again. He's called no ball again. And I think Harun Hashad is really, that's the 4th time he's overstepped. I think one of those no balls might have been for the full toss, but 3 of them he's overstepped. And now there's going to be a bit of a conversation here. The team's got to get together. They got to get behind their bowler. They got to support him. They got to encourage him. Got to encourage him to take his time. He doesn't have to run through the ball. EK88 Ehsan Khan there, putting his arm around this bowler and having a bit of a chat. Young players playing in this level of cricket with this kind of pressure on the game, Everyone here wants to do very well in the Premier League. It's being broadcast around the world. They know there's a lot at stake. Harun Arshad has, of course, played the Hong Kong T20 Blitz. He's been in these situations before. He's going to find his, and that's a great comeback. That's a great ball in the free hit. It's a length ball, but it's quick. It moves off the seam a little bit. Matsman's lining for a big hit. He doesn't expect it there. Good comeback. He's got 3 balls now. He's still got a chance to make an impact.
Yeah, I definitely empathize with Harun Arshad. Definitely a good bowler. We've seen some really good balls, but just he needs to figure out his run up well and not overstep as he's done a lot this over. And hopefully he can make an impact now and probably convince himself that it's okay and that he can probably take a good wicket. And that's a good ball. It just flicked onto a short fine leg for a single. And hopefully we can see that now with Ninad Shah on strike, HKCC use this benefit of the extras and get themselves at a dominating position in this game.
Right, Harun Arshad is looking like he's found his run up. This has nothing to do with his bowling at all. It's just the run up, probably just a little bit of a niggle here or there, trying to go a bit faster, a bit slower, just messing with the rhythm. We all know how that's like as pace bowlers. Sometimes it can be a very personal thing. In the heat of the moment, maybe trying to be a little too fast, put a little too much effort into it, overstepping the line. There's 2 more balls here for Harun Arshad. So he runs in and bows this one to the left-hander. That's sliced and that's found the outside edge, but there's no fielder there. He will be encouraged by that, Harun Arshad. That's a good result. 1 ball left to go. What was collected there at third man at the boundary. Return for just a single. Our run rate is back down to about 8.4. There's still a lot of work to do here. Only 7 overs and a ball remaining. And it's this ball. It's the one here. Arshad, that's a good ball. It only succeeds in defending it, scampering through for a single. There it is at the end of the 13th over, 7 overs remaining. HKCC are 95 for 4. Actually quite even if we're looking back at the DLSW's at this point of their innings at the end of the 13th over. They were 93 for 4. So actually HKCC are 2 runs ahead at this point match. Buckley will be on strike. Ninad Shah at the other end. Both having faced 10 balls. Both of their strike rates above 100. Able to find singles here. Ghazanfar Mohammed comes in, and this one is driven quite powerfully over to the long on. It's on the boundary at the moment. A lot of men out on the boundary here. The right-hander, Ghazanfar Mohammed. And here to the left-hander. Driven well as well. Right down the ground. It's going for another single. Now that single, HKCC still require 57 runs off 40 balls. Target run rate just inching up here to 8.55. That's a shot that is a full one. Very full and outside the off stump here from the leg spinner. He's driven that one away again just for a single. Every single they get, the run rate increases. It's by the nature of the game at the moment. Both Buckley and Shah are going about their business in a very determined and confident fashion at the moment, as we're seeing. The leg spinner comes in. Goes in bows, and that's up in the air. That's coming towards us. And that's hit the camera. Well, now, perhaps we can turn this. That's really just taken. Oh, it's. Hold on, let's have a look here.
That's point blank shot from Ninad Shah. It's straight on the camera, Right on the money there. Beautiful shot. Just beating the field at long off Aftab Hussain. It's blank, it's blank.
We'll do our best here to give a more visual recount on what I'm trying to what's going on here. Leg spinner runs in bows. This one's a very full ball, and that's just a half volley going all the way out to the side screen for 4 runs, driven right back down the ground. It's a very full ball from the leg spinner. Half volley. Ninat Shah might have a debt to pay here to Cricket Hong Kong. Loss of company property. Oh, is it working now? Oh, there it is. You just missed a very good 4. Again, just a half volley, and it's dispatched right back down the ground. A very good shot. And this one, he's a signal batsman here at the crease. Buckley is signaling, wow, that turned quite a bit. Tried to cut that one, but it came right back at his body. Oh, that's the end of the 14th over. Hong Kong Cricket Club at the moment 109 for 4. And for your reference, at the same point of their innings, DLSW were just 101 for 4. Actually, 8 runs behind at this point in time. So Hong Kong Cricket Club just ahead in terms of the worm. Unfortunately, we don't have that graphic either. But, hopefully, that's just enough to let you know. So Harun Arshad is going to continue here. His first over went for 17 and quite a few extras, but he will be hoping to... Oh, is that Harun Arshad? Is that not Harun Arshad? No, that's not Harun Arshad. Sorry. That's Ehsan Khan coming on from the other end.
Yeah, this is stand and deliver stuff from Ninat Shah. Beautiful batting there. Taking advantage of those half balls gifted to him by Ghazanfur Mohammad. And now we have the skipper come on, Ehsan Khan, from over the wicket. And that's a good first ball to start with. Simply carried on to deep mid wicket for a single. Ehsan Khan switching sides to around the wicket for the left-hander Ninat Shah. And he's signaling his fielder at deep mid wicket to come in more square, seeing that there may be a risk of a sweep shot probably. Now let's see what Lil Saiwan has here to reply back to these explosive batsmen in Archa. He simply parried on to point, call for a run, but sent back quickly by Ryan Buckley. And that's good fast bowling, fast-paced bowling by Ehsan Khan, who's spinning it well for the third ball. That's straight into the air. Just one bounce short of deep extra cover for a single. That's great bowling from Ehsan Khan. That's a faster ball, little short of length. Ninat Shah thought that he could have taken advantage of that, but he hasn't quite connected it well, and it's landed one bounce short of deep extra cover for a single. And that's lifted on. That's a 6. That's a huge shot straight into the bushes by Ryan Buckley. A little short of length, and he's taken full advantage of that as Ryan Buckley. A beautiful shot there.
That was marginally outside the length line of the off stump there, but he's just reached across and smacked that. That's a very good shot there. It's a lofted sweep. Stuck in the bushes again. Looks like that might be another lost ball. I think I saw a ball being brought out earlier. There's another ball coming through.
Meanwhile, over at KCC, USRC, after a good start, find themselves in a spot of bother. They're 113 for 5 in 17.4 overs. Likely to fall short of that target of 172. So KCC on track here for a victory to open their season. Meanwhile, defending champions HKCC have got the innings back on track after a shaky start. Ryan Buckley and Ninat Shah finding the fence often and picking up the run rate. Ninat Shah, of course, almost destroying our camera. Had it been destroyed, he would have owed us a new camera. We don't have many cameras lying around the office, Ninat. Please be careful. That single now takes the score on to 118 for 4 and 14.5. HKCC only requiring another 30. Was it 30? Only another 37 runs. And that dot ball. Oh no, it's gone through him. It's gone through him, so it'll be a single. Yeah, with that single, they only need 36 runs of the last 5 overs, with plenty of wickets in hand. And now you have to say HKCC and the driver's seat here.
Yeah, I think some good batting and at least some bowling that needs some work on here has allowed HKCC to come back here. 15 overs gone, 119 for 4. At the moment, they require 35 off 30 target run rate, only down to 7. I would say they probably have a very good chance now. What do you think?
Yeah, I think this combination of Ryan Buckley and Inacha have taken quite charge of this innings. They've been dominating them ever since they came in, hitting some beautiful shots and defending the good balls. So there's been hardly any room for DLSW to capitalize on mistakes since it's been really good batting from the side. And maybe Mehrab Khan, the youngster, Mehrab Zeb, my apologies, the youngster can change the game around with Ninacha on strike.
Well, at this point of their innings, after the 15th over, the LSW were 106 for 4, so quite behind. But in this over, they scored 10. That's well bowled here from Miran Zeb. The idea here probably going to be able to bring him in some very quick fire off spin bowling to try and stem the flow of runs here in this crucial. Oh, well, that's hit the stumps. There is an appeal for a run out here, but I doesn't seem like there's any problem with it. Tried to rip up the stumps off the ground. Very good thinking after the bails had already come off when the ball hit it. But in doing there, umpire is going to go over there and just replace the bails and the stumps. We're on Zeb here. So the umpire, Shirivacha, is ready. Coming in here to bowl his ball. Just a little bit back of a length, just on top of the stumps. Rocks back and hits that down to the mid-off. Well, long off, collected at mid-off. Which was Ryan Buckley. Shah, sorry. Not Shah. 27. Buckley's on 20. Going over the wicket this time. That's been turned away. There's a good enough term here. They want to, they're not going to get it. Turns allowed him, even though he's pitching quite a way outside the off stump, it's come back and it's allowed him to play into that vacant, well, not so vacant anymore, on side. Very good, actually, Miran Zeb. We're talking about his economy. He's a very fast-paced bowler, not necessarily fast on the ball. Oh, that's a shot, though. That's a bit of a... Oh, that's gone right over the top of that long-on fielder down there. A half volley as it was. Did we catch it? We caught Aftab Hussein's reaction on the camera. Go for catch! Wasn't to be, just right over the fielder. That's 6 runs, 6 very precious runs.
Yeah, this is great stuff from Ninad. He's on fire. Just watch him play. It's going to be tough to stop a batsman with this level of confidence. Oh, as I speak, he's completely missed the ball and misjudged it, just missing the stumps and getting saved.
Still keeping that economy. That 6 has pushed his economy back up closer to 6. But at the moment, HKCC now look very, very strong. Required 27 off 24 target run rate, now dipping below 7 for the first time in a long time. And this partnership is worth 58. This is a very, very good partnership. And unless the partnership is broken, I don't see much of a chance that HKCC. It's around 40 balls, so 58 from 40 balls, almost 60. Make that 59. It's a very solid. They've only been batting for 5 overs, so it's actually a very fast-paced partnership. Thanks in no shortage to some of those sixes that were scored. Seems that it's either going to be singles, sixes, or fours. Very few doubles on offer here. It's a good drive, solid drive, but only collected down there at the it's like extra cover. And that's up in the air. Now, where's that gone? That looks like a fielder standing under it. It's taking a catch. And that's Mohsin Khan who's taking the catch there off the bowling of Ehsan Khan. Shah is gone. Ninad Shah gone for 33. Taken in the deep. It's a very good catch.
Yeah, who else but the skipper? Ninad Shah has probably got a bit greedy going for that shot and got the leading edge straight to the fielder at deep mid wicket. And that's probably good captaincy as Ninad Shah walks away, hitting the bat on his pad in anger.
Ehsan Khan has a reputation of taking wickets when it matters, taking big wickets in big moments, and he's done it yet again. Ninad Shah was looking fantastic out there. Hit that pretty well too, but just found the man in the deep. It was Mohsin Khan who judged that catch and took it perfectly. Ehsan Khan, of course, in this final over, has got 3 balls to come, 128 for 5. Is it actually Rory Keynes now? Or is the scoreboard tricking me again? It is actually Rory Keynes. So Rory Keynes has finally come out to bat. One of the leading run scorers across all forms of league cricket in Hong Kong last season. And a very good keeper as well, as we saw earlier today, was lightning behind the stumps. He's got a task in front of him. It's a fairly easy task, you would think, with only about another 26 required for victory. And 3.5 overs should be standard at this level. But Lil Saiwan are a strong bowling side. They've got a bit of momentum back now with that wicket. They'll be hungry here to get the victory. It's a very close match. HKCC are defending champions, unbeaten in last year's Premier League T20, or more or less the same squad. So they've been in these situations before. They've won big games before. They know what it's like. They've got the talent. They've got the composure. Here's Ehsan Khan to Rory. First ball has been drilled back on the bounce to Ehsan for a dot, with 2 balls to come. Meanwhile, over at KCC, I think we've had the conclusion of the game. We're entering the final ball of KCC versus USRC. Ehsan bowls are flat and quick and full. Work too long on. It'll be a quick single. Not going to get a second as they crossed at the catch. So that's Brian Buckley hit the first ball back to Ehsan and then took the single the second. Rory Keynes is about to face his first delivery now. But yes, over at KCC, I think we have the conclusion of the game. USRC finishing the 20 overs on 143 for 7. KCC winning game 3 of the Premier League T20 by 28 runs. So a bit of a good, improved showing by USRC with the bat. Especially Ali Shkawat going 57 50 balls, and Zakir Haya, the quick 25 at the end of the innings, just 9 balls with 3 sixes. But the spinners, Dan Pasca 4 for 17, Waqas Baqa 3 for 27, along with the good spells from Jay Davidson and Atiq Iqbal, did the job. And of course, Azaz Khan 3 of 16, along with a cameo at top of the innings. So clinical all-round performance. Zakat Khan also scoring runs for KCC in his first outing. I've seen them win the first game. Ehsan Khan into the left-handed Rory Keynes. And that spun a bit, took the outside half of the bat to point. Rory wanted a run, was sent back. That ends the over. Good over from Ehsan Khan. Excellent to end his spell. 4 overs, 1 for 24. As 12th man runs, drinks, and a message onto the field for the HKCC batsman. And Ehsan Khan, I think he's going to bowl out Mehran Zeb here. We have 3 overs to go with just 25 runs required to win. Exciting finish. We're set up for a dramatic finish here. Provided no one breaks our camera this time around, we're going to have something fantastic for you to watch. Back to Adam.
But I'd just like to have a look at what was happening throughout that over. Just at the beginning of that over, I was looking at the win probability as provided by Crick HQ. It's set at 77%. Some good hitting and good run rate. It was catching up and everything. After the wicket and at the current point, the batting team's win probability, that is HKC's win probability, at 46. As the target run rate has gone right back up to 8.33. It's nip and tuck here for the last 3 overs. Are 25 off 18. Remember, they're chasing a target of 154. They're at 130 for 5. Comes in bows, and he puts that into the leg side. It's a little straighter, a little slower. He's got all the time in the world to work that towards the backward square leg. It's 131 now. Aurangzeb goes around the wicket here to the left-hander. Off spin as it is. Usually challenging for a left-hander to play. Once again, Rory Keynes, leading run scorer last year. So a very big performer in this format of the game, and he should be 131. Runs in, bows. Oh, and he's just felt it. That one. That's going to be very encouraging here for Aurangzeb. Off spinner, just getting Rory Keynes to just feel at it. He runs in here, runs in, bows. Reverse sweep, the chance, and they go up for LBW. He's given him. Rory Keynes has gone for a 3-ball duck. Aurangzeb gets his second wicket of the day. And, well, now this is exciting. There's turn here as Rory Keynes went for that reverse sweep, caught trapped right in front. I think Shiroi Vacha, his finger went up very quickly. And I think he thought that was right in front, dead plumb.
I think that was a bit unnecessary from Rory Keynes. A reverse sweep, quite an aggressive shot when you have not made the mark yet. And he's probably paid the price there with his wicket. Obviously, good bowling from the young Aurangzeb has made an impact right away with his hasty, quick action. And the umpire Shiroi Vacha had no hesitation to bring his finger up because that ball seemed to go right, turning into the stumps. Bit hasty from Rory Keynes, if I must say. And now it's down to the experienced Ryan Buckley and Jata Subramaniam to steer HKCC from a tough position into a dominating one.
Jata, of course, a very capable batsman himself. We held the Hong Kong Under-19 T20 Premier League last season in the December block. Played during weekdays in December. Jata Subramaniam was a captain of the HKCC Under-19 side and fielded superbly, captained superbly, bowled superbly, although he was bowling left-arm spin then and not leg spin as he was today, and batted very well too. He's a very smart cricketer, very composed cricketer, definitely a bright spot, definitely a bright talent to look forward to, and he's here facing another exciting young talent, Aurangzeb, who gets through his overs really quickly, and he's just picked another dot ball there, 17.4. He's given away, one run in this over? Fantastic comeback here by the little side one spinner, Ahsan Khan and Aurangzeb. These 2 overs have brought 2 wickets for next to no runs. Jata using his feet to get to the ball there and drive to the offside for a single. How quickly things change in T20. Just like that, we went from calling HKCC favourites 2 overs later. They're behind the 8 ball. A lot lies on Ryan Buckley's shoulders. 24 of 20. He's batted very well. He's part of a big important partnership there with Ninad Shah. He's got Zara Ahmed has now stood in front of our camera. You can see that ball. It's a good length to the outside off stump, which has been pushed back to the bowler. That's over. 4 overs for Aurangzeb for just 19 runs and 2 wickets. An exceptional spell. 131 for 6. 18 overs. Just 2 overs to go. Everything to play for. 2 overs, 23 runs. We're in a similar situation in the women's game today morning, but in men's cricket, this is slightly more doable.
With 3 bowlers already bowled out, the last 2 overs will probably be taken. Well, the first one will be Aftab Hussain, who's only bowled 2. He's taken 1 for 11 in his 2 overs, which is a very good showing. Good economy as well. The moment the target run rate is 11.5 runs per over. This stands 23 runs off 2 overs. Batting teams win probability now down to 12%. How volatile these things are. As Hussain comes in, I think that's an inside edge. And they've gotten away with a dot ball here. Even more pressure. Target run rate 12.55. Sharp spin comes in. Gets it to the pitch of the ball. That's just going to be 4, I think. Yeah, signaled by the umpire. 4 runs. Advancing down the ground, getting to the pitch of the ball. And he's made that a half volley and gone all the way down to 4 runs.
Yeah, he's brilliantly picked off the gap there. There was no deep extra cover, and he brilliantly took the half volley and steered it over for a boundary. And just short of a six, actually, just bounced like a few inches behind the boundary. So good batting, Jata Subramaniam under pressure, the new man with a competitive target to chase. Well batted.
Right, so 19 runs remain here of 10 balls. More of this will be needed. 19 runs, probably not too difficult to get, but with the target to it, with the target so close, not many balls left here. We're 18 overs and 2 balls gone. 135 for 6 at the moment. HKCC chasing 154. 19 more to go. Comes off type of saying runs and bowls. And that's taken to that short. That's a beautiful shot by Subramanian. I don't think you can hear it, but there's a huge round of applause here as he gets down on his feet. Gets down on one leg, really. Proposes a 6 to the ball. That goes all the way.
Yeah, he's bamboozled that right into the higher section of the nets. A fitting reply to those wickets, and Jata Subramaniam has taken charge of this over and probably giving a very good edge for HKCC to clinch this match.
Just 2 balls, the game's changed yet again. Jata, as he mentioned before, is very cool under pressure. Very smart batsman. The boundary he picked up earlier, clever piece of footwork, got to the ball, hit it inside out of extra cover. And then he expected the quicker ball from Aftab Hussain next ball. He knows how Aftab Hussain bowls. He knows Aftab likes the quicker ball, likes to fire it in to keep batsmen tight. Picked it up as easy as like over deep mid wicket for 6. And almost got out of the ground. It's really hard to hit the ball out of the ground HKC to the boundary because of the high nets. That was pretty close to clearing. That's 6 at any ground. Incredible shot. Oh, that is a wonderful response by Aftab. He slows it down, as a spinner, slowing it down in such situations. Bit of bravery, bit of intelligence. The inside edge. Jata survives. It's a run down to short fine leg.
Yeah, this is some really brilliant cricket played here. A battle well played, and Aftab Hussain has replied well to that 6. And Jata Subramaniam has been lucky to get away with that inside edge. Yeah, that's just steered down to long off with Aftab Hussain trying to get a hand on it, but it's a bit far from him, and Ryan Buck has taken a quick single. And it will now be the last ball of the over from Aftab Hussain with Jata Subramaniam on strike. A full toss, but simply driven away to. They're looking for 2, but that's just going to be a single. And the deep extra cover fielder has. And it's now all down to the final over where HKCC require 10 and they have 4 wickets in hand.
There might even be a question of overrates here as the umpires having a word. No? Well, throughout this innings, there's been a suggestion that the Little Saiwan Cricket Club were a little behind on their overs, but coming into the final over, I think this might be okay. So who's going to take the final over will remain to see. Aftab Hussain finishes at 1 for 23 off his 3 overs.
It's going to have to be Gazanfar Mohammed bowling that final over. The leg spinner. Ganguly, as he's known. Tall leg spinner. He's got the pressure on his shoulders here. The very young, talented cricketer. And this is, in situations like this is why we pay the Cricket Hong Kong Premier League T20. It's taking the best cricketers in Hong Kong, putting them in the field, putting attention and spotlight. We've got an audience here, all watching, all gripping onto every single ball, cheering, applauding. Players know that this match is being broadcast around the world. We've got fans talking about it on YouTube. There's a lot of emphasis on this game. There's a lot of pressure on the players here. They know they're displaying the skills in front of a large audience. They're trying to do their best they can for their clubs, for themselves, and it all comes down to the final over, and Gazanfar has a bullet. Anyways, we've got Gazanfar Mohammed now has got the ball in hand. There's some adjustments in the field. I believe they've started this final over on time. We've not heard anything from the umpires about whether or not they're behind the over rate. Of course, in Hong Kong Premier League T20, if you're behind the over rate, it's a 5-run penalty. So if they were behind the over rate, that would be 5 runs to HKCC right away. But here's Gazanfar Mohammed in to bowl. 10 needed of the final over. Down the wicket, in the air. Fielder there, long off a sweep around and take it. Jata Subramaniam Not gonna die wondering. He's coming down the wicket there, taking him on, hit it very straight, just didn't get the right connection on it. It's 1 run. That's 9-5.
Yeah, this is quite gripping for the audience and us as well. We're enjoying ourselves out here. 9 of 5. Ghazanfur Mohammed to Ryan Buckley. A bit slower. He's lofted it straight into the air. Fielder underneath the keeper. And he takes it quite easily. Ryan Buckley has found it. What a wicket for DLSW. Straight into the death. It's Ghazanfur Mohammed who strikes. Brilliant bowling, and this is some really entertaining cricket. On form batsman Ryan Buckley. He has to walk, and now it's all on the pressure on the new batsman.
Batsman had to go for it. He had no choice. You get 9 on 5 balls. You take singles. You risk taking it down to 4 near the 2 ball. The pressure's on you. All was there to be hit. Slower, it was flightable, it was clever from Ghazanfur. You're taking on the leg spinner. You don't get 1 ball to get your eye, and you have to go after it. He slows it down, challenges his to go after him. Buckers goes after it, doesn't get the connection. The keeper running around judges that perfectly. It's Shahid Wasif, I believe. Again, yeah, Shahid Wasif, quality wicket keeper. Very, very talented player. It's a great bit of cricket all around. And just like that, the match has swung yet again. And now who's ahead? It's 9 runs of 4 balls. There's a new batsman on strike. It's Tanveer Ahmed. He's known for his big hitting, but he's more of a bowler than a batsman. He's coming in the situation. Ghazanfur Mohammed and Tanveer Ahmed have played a lot of cricket together, both grown up together. They're good friends. They know each other well. This is a battle for the ages. It's fantastic. And this is what we play this sort of cricket for.
Yeah, I could assume there's a lot of pressure on either of the bowler and the batsman with a lot at stake here. This has been quite a gripping contest, and here we go for the third ball of this over. A bit slower, full toss. He smashed it straight away. The fielder can't get there. He's dived, but he's tried, and that is gone for 4 runs. And that's a really great shot, taking advantage of the full toss and completely dispatched it straight away with the longer fielder trying to dive and get his hand, but fails. And that's 1 bounce for great batting by the new batsman Tanveer Ahmed. He straight away taken in charge and put their side 5 of 3 now.
He's really hit that one very solidly, hasn't he? Watched it all the way onto his bat. It was a nice flat shot, just about evaded the fielder down there at long off. It's probably even wide off. But he's brought it back down to 5-3. A 4 will draw this game. Will tie the game. I mean, and he's moved himself in the way, taking a single. They're gonna run for 2. That's gonna be 2, I think. Yeah, that's gonna be 2. Very, 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 very good running here from the batsman, HKCC batsman here. Crowd giving them their utmost support as they're down to 3 off 2 needed here. 151 for 7 wickets are no matter.
Oh my word, Adam! What a game has this turned out to be. It's just the pendulum swinging on either side. DLSW, HKCC, and even now, I'm pretty sure there must be some turning point here. Anything can happen. Ghazanfur Mohammed, obviously very talented with his variations and his spinning. Let's see what happens with Jata Subramaniam on strike right now. Now for the 4th ball of the over. Oh, I'm sorry, the 5th ball of the over. Here we go. Ghazanfur Mohammed. Straight ball. Catches the call and catches it. He takes it. There's another twist to this story. Jata Subramaniam has been caught at long off. And that's some brilliant bowling by Ghazanfur Mohammed. He hasn't put much pace on that. Jata Subramaniam obviously going for the big shot. Has not connected it well enough. And it has been caught at long off with a beautiful catch on his knees at long off.
Jata did almost nothing wrong there. He played this over to perfection. He's played the last 2 overs nearly to perfection. Gets the 6. Gets the 4. Gets the 2. Runs hard for the 2. He's keeping Tanveer Ahmed awake and alert, running those 2s. He just needed to get a little bit more connection on that, and it's the game. It's a matter of inches. Just a little bit more connection on that, and he's won the game for a side. And said Harun Arshad, 3 no balls early today. Remember, Harun Arshad bowled a horror over, had a nightmare of 3 no balls, and why got hit for 6 of the free hit. Takes an excellent catch. You didn't catch on your screen. Judged to perfection, sliding in, running in, cup 2 hands, upwards, cups the catch. Brilliant catch. Ghazanfur Mohammed, hold on to your nerves. This still could go anywhere. It's Charlie Wallace. Charlie Wallace. Do you think Charlie Wallace woke up today morning thinking he'd be in a situation? But it's actually Tanvir Ahmed who's gone on strike. The batsmen have crossed. Tanvir Ahmed now finds himself on strike, needing basically 3 runs at the last ball.
It's 1 ball 3. Do you think Ehsan Mohammed should have called his fielders up? No. No. Nor do I. I think they're going to save for the big runs with Tanvir Ahmed obviously wanting to hit the big hit. But since this is a small ground, getting 2 runs will be extremely difficult. And on to the last ball, on to the death of the match. And here we go, Ghazanfur Mohammed.
Here he is. He's coming in, bowling. It's right. It's a full toss. Well, that's fielded. He's fumbled it. They're going to run through just to tie. And they've tied the match. They have tied the match. We're going to have a super over. It's not over yet, ladies and gentlemen. It's not over yet. There's going to be a winner here. It's going to be a super over. This is just the World Cup final all over again, ladies and gentlemen. Well, talk about value for your money. You're not paying anything. You get more than a T20 coming here.
Yeah, this has been a roller coaster of a ride here, especially in these last 2 overs. With you never know who was going to take charge, and finally, it is that no one has taken charge. It is a supernova now, with either the match going either way now. It's a restart, but just for 1 over.
It's 5:30 p.m. here at HKCC, and we're having a super over. If you've just tuned in or you've been watching the whole game, Premier League T20 playing conditions stipulate a super over. The umpires have informed the teams, I believe. We're going to have a quick change of battery in our camera because we don't want it to die. And oh my word, this is just hang on, folks. Super over to come. Match tied. Dhruv, give them a quick rundown on what happened this innings.
So yeah, now the DLSW squad has gathered around to plan, and the batsmen are going out. And with the HKCC batsmen, it will be quite a curious thing to know who's going to come out. Who are they going to send? Veteran batsmen or sloggers? Let's see. And this match has been, what a journey has it been? Don't you agree, the viewers? You've been quite entertained here at HKCC with early wickets falling for either sides, then chips for either sides. And reflection, both the innings have been with both batsmen, both bowlers be doing pretty good jobs of their thing. And here we can see that the HKCC batsmen have been quite well towards the death, hitting some really big shots, led by the charge of Ninad Shah, who has hit some absolutely astounding shots, almost destroying our camera even. And then we had Jata Subramaniam hitting a beautiful six and some boundaries, steer the side to an apparent victory, only to be stopped by Ghazanfur Ahmed, Ehsan Khan, and Mehran Zeb with some beautiful, beautiful spin bowling. And now it's all to the death at the super over because the scores have been tied due to an unfortunate fumble by Harun Arshad after taking a stunning catch. But the ball had just obviously under pressure. It's very tough to control, and the ball just slipped out of their hand, allowing Charlie Wallace and Tanvir Ahmed to take that double and put their side for a super over and a really gripping contest here at 5:30 the evening at HKCC.
Yeah, I mean, that shot by Tanvir Ahmed picked out fielder. And you would have thought, well, on this ground, that's just going to be a single. No, a fumble allows them to run back for 2. The throw was accurate as well. You would have imagined if he picked that up, immediately threw it back to the keeper, that would have been a run out. But no, we get this drama. And we get to stay here a little longer.
Yeah, this reminds me of Nathan Lyon's fumble at the Ashes, where he could have dismissed Jack Leach. But, well, now it's a super over, and we're in for a very, very, very gripping contest here. Who's going to bowl for DLSW? Let us know in the comments. And who do you think will come out for HKCC? Will it be the Shah brothers being known for their explosive hitting, or will it be a more veteran batsman, Benz and all? The umpires are now coming back on, and the fielders are going to take their place now. And we still don't have an idea who HKCC are getting sent, and it's going to be quite a mystery, and it's going to be really, really exciting. Okay, we can see that Mohsin Khan is taking a run up here. Is it him that's going to be bowling the over, or will the captain Ehsan Khan going to take charge? For me personally, I would play a pacer here, obviously, because a pacer can be immune to a lot of big hitting, and Mohsin Khan, obviously, with his talent, is very experienced. And obviously, he has known to stop the flow of runs. And in a super over, it's all about the power, to be honest.
It's Harun. It's number 77. Looks like it might be Harun Arshad actually might have bowled the super over. Could you imagine? Could you imagine him getting a chance to redeem himself after the first over? Is it going to be Harun Arshad bowling the super over? We're waiting to get confirmation here. Waiting to find out who the HKCC's three batsmen are as well. This is unprecedented in Premier League T20. I don't think we've ever had a super over in domestic cricket in Hong Kong, at least not at the Premier League T20 level. You guys are witnessing history here. Tell your friends, tell your club mates, tell everybody, tune in and watch. We have an exciting, great game here. HKCC unbeaten last season. Little Saiwan finishing second to last on the table. Clashing here, Little Saiwan full of young players, a young and up-and-coming talented team, stuck with the core of youngsters. Munir Dar and Ahsan Khan, the only two players above the age of 30 in the whole squad. The next oldest being 25-year-old, I think, Ishaq Ahmed. I might have got that wrong. But it's a young team. They've have a lot of big game experience, but they've been persisted with season after season. These youngsters have played for Hong Kong at various age group levels, youth levels. They're playing top-level club cricket in Hong Kong. They get put in this opportunity. They come out hard. They go against a championship-winning team, the formerly unbeaten Hong Kong Cricket Club. And it's a dramatic game of back and forth. They recover after a poor start. They post up a challenging score. They start well, they bowl well, but then Buckers and Ninad Shah, they're blinder of innings, and suddenly it looked like a cakewalk for HKCC. But then Ahsan Khan, Mehran Sept, pull it back for them. Comes down to the final ball. And we have a tie. Gazanfar Mohammed taking 2 wickets in that final over. Fantastic game and fantastic scenes here. Kinshit Shah and Chata Subramaniam are the batsmen we here. We're getting ready to start, folks.
Look who we've got back here, Jata Subramaniam. He's here back with the experienced Kinshit Shah, star Hong Kong batsman, looking to put their side probably more than 12 or 13 runs, as we know. It's just a matter of a few good shots here, and you can put yourself in a very, very dominating position. It's a matter of 1 over here. The match has been restarted, and it's going to be an enthralling.
I have no words for this kind of drama. Looked all, you couldn't call it throughout the match. There was a whole lot of back and forth. Momentum just stopped and shifted and just grew and grew at one point. Now we're all level.
And look what we've got here. The skipper, Ahsan Khan, seems to be bowling this over himself. A bold decision there, giving charge to himself, a spinner that too. And we know the potential of Jata Subramaniam and Kinshit Shah. They have been known to clear the boundaries and cross the ropes. Oh, we've got quite a contest here. But veteran skipper Ahsan Khan has a lot of tricks up his sleeve as well, having proved himself countless times now in Hong Kong. Let's see what we've got in store. Can HKCC power themselves to a huge score, or can Ahsan Khan himself stop them and give a very chaseable target to DLSW? So the batsman on strike, Kinshit Shah, crease there. Ahsan Khan around the wicket. Let's go. That's a good first ball. Straight down the ground. It's past him. And wait, it's a dot ball. They haven't ran. What a surprise. Kinshit Shah has decided that he's going to keep himself on strike. Good fielding there from Ahsan Khan. At this age, diving to stop that ball. Has too long gone for a single.
Yeah, that was a surprise. They should have run for that one. Okay, well, that's just cut away just in front of the point. I think it's just taking a cover and for a single here. It's just 1 run off 2. I think perhaps Ahsan Khan is looking to himself as the leader here, just trying to get something. It will be a little bit harder. I mean, like you can think about it this way: a pacer will probably give more momentum to the ball. It wouldn't be too difficult to find the boundary if you just put your bat there. Sometimes for a spinner, you'd have to hit it hard. That might straight down the ground, but it's taken there at long off. And as like I was saying, for a spinner, if you want to find the boundary, you've got to hit it, really attack the ball, and perhaps that might lead to some problems. Maybe that's what he's thinking about as he's going into this super over. That's just one single. And there it is again. It's an inside edge. It's a chase to the boundary. It's right down to us, and it's gone through for a 4. That's going to be an inside edge 4 runs. So it's 6 without loss at the moment.
That's really fortunate for HKCC and Kinchit Shah. It's just parried through inside edge, and Waqas Khan can't get there. It's just whizzed past through him for a 4. Great bowling there again from Ehsan Khan. You can't take away that from a bowler. And there's been a beautiful concept. Kinchit Shah getting a bit lucky there for the 4th ball now. He's come across his stump, and that's one outside edge, and that's gone racing to the boundary. Oh, what drama this is. Kinchit Shah finding the boundary once again in the most unlikely fashion. That's again very good variation from Ehsan Khan, but unfortunately luck doesn't favor him again, and it's gone past short third man for a boundary. And the crowds don't seem to mind that. They've been cheering their team on happily. And let us know, what do you think about this? What a contest has this been?
Well, that's just it, isn't it? Going at it hard, you're bound to make mistakes, and those two were edges, one outside edge, one inside edge. They both find the backward boundaries. That's the thing. When you're going at a spinner, you're going at him hard, and when you're going at him hard, you're going to find the boundaries. Oh, well, that's a chance. Oh, it's given. That's given out. That's given out OBW. So for the final ball, he's taken a wicket. So no runs off that one. It's only 10, and that puts us right back where we started.
Started needing 10 runs of the last over. We've still got 10 needed of the last over. What happens if a super over is tied? I can tell you. Let's just hope it doesn't come to that. We do not want a repeat of the boundary count fiasco. Although, given we might go down to the boundary count, probably worth checking in with the scorers to see who's ahead.
Yeah, I don't think the rule is quite fair for either of the team with the boundary count. Have we seen in the World Cup with a lot of drama going around the world with people having different opinions on that match. And here we have HKCC having to defend 10 runs with some bad luck on the DLSW side, giving 8 runs through edges with some brilliant bowling from the skipper, Ehsan Khan, who took a wicket of the last ball. And now it's up to the HKCC team to defend 10 runs and defend this game.
Oh, so we're still having a look, seeing who's ahead on boundaries, if it really will come down to that. Hopefully that doesn't. Speaking as an England fan, I have no problems with the boundary count rule. However, they'll need 10. I mean, they'll need 11, not 10. Great drama here.
So yeah, again, let me try and analyze who DLSW would send as their batsman. Would it be hard-hitting veteran Monir, or would they send out some top order? Would they send out some top order batsmen to get the job done?
You have to send out Waqas Khan. Given he's your informed batsman, he top scored for you. So I suspect Waqas Khan will be one of the batsmen coming up. I think Ehsan Khan might take it on himself, on his shoulders. He's also a big hitting batsman, very experienced. And I think they might go for Munir Dar. They might also go for Haroon Arshad, who's also a big hitting all-rounder who might be looking for a chance to redeem himself. But the scorecard shows us that we're all wrong. It's going to probably be Shahid Wasif and Irfaz Ahmed. I think that's not up to date. But Shahid Wasif would be another good call to send out in the super over. He batted very well at the start of the innings, looked very dangerous. What I wonder is, both for HKCC, and I think, given it's Tanveer Ahmed warming up on the side, we're going to see Hong Kong's death bowling specialist Tanveer Ahmed bowl the super over. It's 11 for Little Sai Want to win, 11 to win. The second game of the Premier League T20, we've already got the super over. This is fantastic. This is great drama. Hope you all are enjoying our coverage of this. If you're wondering what happened over at KCC, they managed to pull off a comfortable victory. I believe it was by 28 runs, 171, maybe 24 runs. I think USRC finished on 147. It's a comfortable victory for KCC over at KCC, but over here it's far from comfortable. We don't have a winner yet. We've had 41 overs of cricket. We have one more to come. Lots of catches being taken here on the outfield, lots of warming up, lots of prep, lots on the line. We've got a full house in attendance here at HKCC. A lot of people watching and cheering. Those two boundaries from Kinchit, inside edge and outside edge, off his teammate Ehsan Khan, met with huge cheers and huge applause here at the ground. It's a fantastic atmosphere. It's a fantastic day. Still bright and sunny. It's 5:40 p.m. September evening. 8th September, early in the month. The rain has stayed away. We're very thankful that we've been able to get a full 20 overs in despite the delayed start. It's been an excellent game. Hope you've enjoyed our coverage of it. We even got hit by the ball. Our camera got hit by the ball. Has luckily survived. It's been a great day of cricket. It's been just a lot of fun all around. We had an excellent game in the morning with the Willow Wheelers and the Wasps. The Wasps emerging victorious. There's also a back and